people are finishing school 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and they are still living with their parents and being fed by their parents. What young people want is jobs. Young people, our youth, have not said, come and give them telephones. You give them jobs. If you give them jobs, they'll buy their own telephones. If I have my own job and I'm earning an income, I don't need a Bawumia 1 CD, 2 CD phone. I can buy my own phone. And so what you need is jobs. And that is what NDC is coming to do. People are finishing school 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and they are still living with their parents and being fed by their parents. What young people want is jobs. Young people, our youth, have not said, come and give them telephones. You give them jobs. If you give them jobs, they'll buy their own telephones. If I have my own job and I'm earning an income, I don't need a Bawumia 1 CD, 2 CD phone. I can buy my own phone. And so what you need is jobs. And that is what NDC is coming to do. You see, people believe that Ghanaians are small-minded and that you can tell them anything just to win their votes so that you can win political power. NDC is not that kind of party. I'm not that kind of person. Learn to tell the truth and tell the people what the reality is. What I can promise you is, I'll promise you hard work. And I'll promise you the truth. I'll tell you the truth at all times. Ghana owes 750 billion cedis. You think that Nana Akufo-Addo, 80 years plus, is the one going to pay that debt? Who is going to pay the debt? It is you, the young people here. You are going to pay that debt. And yet, they have taken the loans and they have spent the money. And they have left the debt for you to come and pay. And so, we need to send them packing. And the way we can send them packing is that 7th December, all of us must come out and exercise our franchise. Here in Talensi, when NDC was in government, we were extending electricity to all the communities. We didn't finish the project before we left. After we left, they abandoned the project. They've even come to steal the poles and take the poles away. When NDC was in government, we started the road from Bolga Road through, we're coming to do the Talensi Road and take it all the way to the Zwarungu Road. Today, that project has come to a standstill. 8 years they've been in government, they've made a lot of money. They and their children and children's children will not suffer for the next several generations. And they have a lot of money. So they're going to take some of that money, a little of it, and they're coming to give you 500, 200, 1,000, 200, 500, thinking that they can buy your conscience to vote for them. Your value is more than 500 cedis. The same thing they did in Assin North. They were walking on the streets, anybody coming, 200 cedis. Anybody, 200, 200, 200, 200. And what did the people of Assin North do? They took the money, but on that day when they went and voted, they voted for the truth. Here in Talensi, when NDC was in government, we were extending electricity to all the communities. We didn't finish the project before we left. After we left, they abandoned the project. They've even come to steal the poles and take the poles away. When NDC was in government, we started the road from Bolga Road through, we're coming to do the Talensi Road and take it all the way to the Zwarungu Road. Today, that project has come to a standstill. 8 years they've been in government, they've made a lot of money. They and their children and children's children will not suffer for the next several generations. And they have a lot of money. So they're going to take some of that money, a little of it, and they're coming to give you 500, 200, 1,000, 200, 500, thinking that they can buy your conscience to vote for them. Your value is more than 500 cedis. The same thing they did in Asid North. They were walking on the streets, anybody coming, 200 cedis. Anybody, 200, 200, 200, 200. And what did the people of Asid North do? They took the money, but on that day when they went and voted, they voted for the truth. We also noticed that the bulk of our people here are farmers. And so we need to support our farmers to be able to produce. The problem with our economy is that we are import dependent. Everything we import from outside. Indeed, food products alone account for almost $3 billion every year of our import bill. And a lot of these things are products that we can produce locally. Even we rely on our neighboring countries for some products like onions and tomatoes. And these are all things that God has blessed us with the land. He's giving us sunshine. He's giving us water to be able to do so ourselves. And so we're going to come and assist the farmers so that we can produce enough food. Before you do anything else, the first thing you need is to satisfy the stomach. And so food is the #1 priority. And the only way we can produce enough food is to support the farmers to produce it. And that is why NDC is coming to establish farmer service centers. Every farmer service center will have at least 10 tractors with planters, harvesters, everything that a farmer needs. You have fertilizer, you have weedicides, you have improved seeds, everything. And each farmer has to register with the farmer service center closest to him. They will come and measure your farm and see how many acres you're doing. They know how much seed you need. They know how much fertilizer you need. They will come and plow for you. They will harrow for you. They will plant for you. And they'll do it on high purchase, on credit. And when you harvest your crop and you sell, you come and pay so that the next season they'll have money to support you again. This will help our farmers to be able to produce more food.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the task ahead is formidable, much more than it was 4 years ago. When people ask me, why are you doing this? Let me explain. I remain inspired by the fact that as a people, we have faced terrible situations before. Check our history. Please don't begin with the Fourth Republic or the struggle for independence, although these are also important milestones. Go hundreds of years back. In those hard times, our forefathers and our foremothers too did not throw up their arms in despair. They fought back. They resisted. They sacrificed. They persevered. They brought back hope when there was none. They picked up the pieces of a broken people and carefully and strategically sewed them back. And they left for us a legacy of selflessness, of true patriotism and pride. It is our responsibility today to leave something better for the next generations. Giving up is not an option. We must all soldier on. Across the political divide, across social and professional groupings, among the youth, you hear complaints and stories concerning state capture, where this government has chosen to use its power not in the broader interest of all Ghanaians, but to favor a small clique. What is that? John and I have agreed that whoever has participated in the plunder of the state must be held accountable. Complaints and stories concerning state capture, where this government has chosen to use its power not in the broader interest of all Ghanaians, but to favor a small clique. What is that? John and I have agreed that whoever has participated in the plunder of the state must be held accountable. And my friends, this is not a threat, it is a promise.
Sama paya tabu makana Zuwaya bala jimalana Haruna Idrisu Manza nawum Manza irwa tamadu tamya Zuwa parga duoma pana Jangan yel karmal mamamachi Gana na chimba na pasara ta pabukura na chimbukura bila kumda yelim lankani kom kutoda wisha kutoda sami amalwolo amakana na mayirna na gomlanti bichalla tomi kalawri nyanga mana kutoda zan kutoda yelon kutoda kom tatai sami amalwolo jo mama tatu makana ngoto fatibai kom kutoda mana kutoda yelon kutoda jo makana tatu makana Chama faruko yuri yo my nyinen trouble boyma dagban bi kienga sunwa chama ya nyama gumbira yelo malumi atole ban sorto yeto bonno papa mbe sa so den shinnan sunwa lumi atole te jimalana ama sunwa bona nala yego ma sunwa la kula kasulile sharia dalwayo metma dalwayo mbama sila nyanyo ma salti yan nanyelo ngomboro ko kayela nyang na wonno sonjo no nyang ye sarmi akariasa joma makana on fatabai sama paya jona yulman du ma zunga nguna na guna suga Jangalang Suga, Nagun Camper Sun Camper the Jersia, Nagun Suga Camper the Jersia, John Mahama, Jilmadana, Abisa Campton Su, Gana one you know, Sule, Timbaya is so, Sha, Johnny.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin AGYAPADE3. It's exactly 4:55 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8:55 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. This show is called With Audio Respect Extended Version. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Our main platform is on Multi TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. You will get the show live this evening. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook this evening. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. With Audio Respect is also another official platform that we are streaming this show live on. Our affiliates tonight are cross-posting this show live. But before that, we have radio also streaming or broadcasting this show live. On radio, if you have any Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to this show live on radio right now as I speak. Android users, iOS or Apple users, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to me right now on a radio. Our affiliates tonight cross-posting this show live across the world. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform this evening on Facebook. They're live. We also have NDC TV picking this feed live. Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform tonight, they are cross-posting the show live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we are live tonight. And also Ghana News Thread. These are our official affiliates cross-posting the show live across the world. My name again is Kevin Taylor. We are back again tonight to discuss Ghana, and it's got to do with what we are all talking about, the AGYAPADE book. Do not forget that the AGYAPADE book is the most dangerous material in Ghana today. Every single Ghanaian should be worried. A vote for Mahamudu Bawumia is basically a vote for the full implementation of AGYAPA Book 2. And that is making sure Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo stays in office behind the scenes. His criminal gang, the Little Achim Group, they have a plan. And that plan is to use Bawumia as a smokescreen to destroy Ghana further. Do not vote for Bawumia. A vote for Mahamudu Bawumia is a vote to make sure the AGYAPADE book, this book, it's a very dangerous book. They have their chief orchestrator on the page. Their chief, the Ebuakwa Hene. His name is Amwetia Ofuripenyini. He's the same chief who took money from GNPC to celebrate a lavish birthday. This is a man who is not patriotic. He's a former taxi driver, a dangerous man who fakes slangs to make people think he's intelligent. These are people who are ready to destroy this nation. We are also here to make sure we expose all these liars. AGYAPADE document is a very dangerous document. If you're Ghanaian, do not fall for that. We all have to come together and vote against the NPP, irrespective of who leads them come 2024 December. Meeting at the Kevin AGYAPADE enyumbre yasaba mema obia endadao. And then enyumbre jumade we echegu ewo Ghana. Afanyina ene eye ewiase oko Africa yo 22 African countries obia ehwe oko Nigeria nkofo hwe Benin, Togo, oko Cameroon, all these countries, they are all watching Loud Silence TV. I'm sure with all due respect, because they are taking something or learning something from how we are dissecting Ghana politics. And you bring Jumade we echegu multi TV freoba na kachen se fatu Kevin Taylor show so you say or multi TV so Loud Silence TV na also Jumade we your Facebook no obetuma search for Loud Silence TV or your YouTube with me I share Loud Silence TV or YouTube. Yes sir, Facebook with all due respect to see another Facebook page Sebio also Okoa on Sabeka Jumadi way. Oma omo yechi and I say omo yechi dom and I say omoni edi in Sawosono. I from the affiliates no almost afa Jumadi no mo woni tiko Emma Ghana and we say afa ne nyina no obia ehu Jumadi no. You from the affiliate, they are cross posting almost Benjamin Wayo Mahama the platform of Facebook tonight. Jumadia we ubetumi ahwe no ho. Ubetumi so ahwe no NDC TV so enwumbre Facebook. Ubetumi ahwe live or Honorable Joseph Yamin the platform and Facebook page enwumbre. Ubetumi so ahwe no Loud Silence TV so ubetumi ahwe no Miankasa Kevin Taylor me official Facebook page Jumadia we etwegu ho ene Ghana news thread. These affiliates omu nyina no omu cross posti anase omu wo Jumadia so ama obia atimude. Enwumbre dear na ekoso amente ya amanfo bi ekekansem wo Ghana. Asem ni nyina no say let's be straightforward. Nsem ni nyina esi. Sa buka da eye o TV so o phone so o iPad o computer o laptop whatever. We eye book bia we mema yen ni gidigidi. Asem obi be ka kire obia oboa. Book we eye Kufuor na troye. So obi be ka kire wo say enye Kufuor na troye saa nipa na okasa no kache ne se on proving kire wa de kodi enye Kufuor na troye. Saa ejapade buku yi eye nanado danko Kufuor one saa de ofuri panyine busua no e no motena ase kroto ho ansa na omunya tumi. In fact buku yi omo yo madwene se anka 2012 na nkomo win elections a e na nkomo be start activate buku yi na nyame ompe bone na opese Kufuor sebio na dwene bone no sebio Ghana fo hu eye osompa Mahama pese osomo ena ode another 4 years Mahama ema no e kire se oba eye Ghana bibi e friend the holy grail political holy grail green book no and obia ntumi di hu chim obia ntumi en contradict se book we Jumadia Mahama di no eni Ghana John Mahama proving home for 4 years for 3 years 8 months intende no Ghana fo nyina be hu Jumadia John Mahama di ye on NDC for sa Kufuor busua we and I'm sure what they are doing right now. Say otis obi ti radio so nde ana TV so. Na say the kohun that person is basically screaming, trying to defend adie to say obi antumi defend Kufuor busua. Let me ask you a simple question. What is say Kufuor busua for Oforiata Gabi Ochredako Bamti eye omo free oforipanyin fie a omo wo aban mu no what is say obi akabuku ehu asem no. But yenya kowufuo yenya ekuapemfuo yenya asantefo etiti radio se omo no mkasa ma MPP omo defend esikafo omo omo be wie esika 8 years no omo sa TV so e defend yewufuo omo a omo bokro no obi aso onkasa na nado danko Kufuor the Bible to because one dey book no onimo hwe infie watch for 8 years this clown this tortoise could not come out to say it's a book way. It's a booker, it's a lie. And the aka 3 months ni akotwaba. Onene hene na owebu akwa no. They are out today saying, so ye ni book no hwe because omo hu say ye betwaba. But let me show you. Let me tell you something. Idea ni nyina say because Bawumia is a puppet. We all know Ghana nyina nim. And sa kromfo na on kind of crane friend in Japan no. Dabraba ni dadafo na wo say MPP Jimmy Fordos wo mu no. Ono aka akire mo. O se woto abama Bawumia. Oto abegu. Oto abama Bawumia, oto amekufuado. Kennedy Japan, Jimmy in a cancer asem. Now the reason why NPP for activate small boys in the Jimmy for so omonko defend it, amount for sika obowiano. What happened in ABC in the say? Right now, no Kufuor person or join the Bawumia campaign. Now the danko Kufuor or person or join the Bawumia campaign. Now right now, so Obia be who say etirimupo a eda ne tirim nyina ne se opese ode Bawumia be di president na oni no for repanyin fiefo no omo wia Ghana abo Ghana because idea ni nyina ne se omo pese Ghana be free omo nsa omo idea bi se ya ma omo papa Kowinseni omo nana Kowinseni JB Dankwamo endi Ghana so no omo nya tumi so omo be di Ghana so no they will destroy this nation and intina wo hwe AGYAPADE book na book no it is set up in a way say ekonuba be ya omo dia. Now the reason why and the one who say NPP for kasa bebre almost sma ejimi for ne small boys be better TV say oh AGYAPADE no NDC for na troye and ni nyina ne say na do danko Kufuor be so join Bawumia because Bawumia na nkasa nim say ono de president na nyo no peso di eye Kufuor de busuan for Gabi mu ofori atamo no mo pese Bawumia be hye hoye smoke screen obeye just a symbol na omutumi run Ghana from 2025 so Kufuor person joined by Bawumia campaign, but AGYAPADE book no omo say ati omoto omo say amaye hu omo intentions ni ye eno ntina ma John Mahama ka kire Kufuor say So we see AGYAPADE book, no, or if you say the AGYAPADE book, no, you have the right to say that. But the book, no, abemuno, se was say you who say book, no, nipo mutre, no, sajun upon the down. Because so a book in no not the old book we will have to believe what is in the book. You can be a Muslim, to be decided say own Bible. That does not mean say awawasem any abakosem any insenchirene any onyamia sem Bible mu Old and New Testament, it will never come to pass, or it is not coming to pass. Say the same way so a Christoni na won jinkre musumundia. It does not mean say won jinkre musumundi no. Jumadia Muhammad, peace be unto him, eba asasu isu be diye, asama a free Allah enumu baye, any asama sebio a free okomshafo enumu ebaye no, enye no kore, ensi, and a sebio and the ensi, and I say enya dia a take effect. So you not believing in that book, whether Quran or Bible, no, does not change the fact to say these books, whatever it's in them, we have seen things that has come to pass. Inti enya wa oba catch Ghana for say book ni nya no kre abra Ghana for yes you be to makenkan ehun say book no ye ka say osafman for ba eba be senate boss and oba senate boss ye ka say eye Gabi Ocheda akoyire eye Esankoma yire oba beji position we and oba beji position we ye ka say journalist for bi ye de omo betu payroll ye be ma ebi executive positions ye be bi akoda board so Kwame Sefa kan mo koku bako eye kojo pon kroma mo ende ye nyina enitua ensema omo kafa pa kwesi indum ho e obukrim no ni nyina abem enti se menji book no se menji de wo bukrim ni de agidi and ye nyina be hu se de wo bukrim no wa mo na aka ya amana bem because de wo bukrim no enye Hilary man na abreso na be mu de ewo AGYAPADE book we mu no enye JJ Rollins abreso na be mu de ewo AGYAPADE book no enye sebio eye Kwame Nkrumah abreso de ewo AGYAPADE book no eye Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne MPP fo abreso ena de wo bukrim nyina abem. So it means that there's somebody using this book as a constitution behind the scenes or implementing the book. So it does not matter the obiti radio so ka the small boy be and who see biti TV so ever can say you can talk to Akufo-Addo so yeah Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia from day one our mobile politics they have always lied. Ebe sinne. So what Ghana now ji Bawumia dia without due respect we Jimmy because from the day Bawumia eba politics between Bawumia and Akufo-Addo why in the kanokre Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo catch them say ade we obeye oyeye Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo gina Ghana fo enim e ka say o man bebu no 100,000 adwuma omu nyina wiai de o mehye government job e be sin de ya pam omu nyina say omu life. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has not apologized. Mahamudu Bawumia, he hasn't apologized. These people have trust issues. They are pathological liars. They were born to lie. They are the typical African politicians who think, say, Obie Jimmy, they can use the military, they can use the police. Most importantly, they can use the power we the people, momo, to intimidate us. That is their mind. Inti Sawutie Mahamudu Bawumia on a campaign trailer. Otumi ka sembi. No busa say did this man think about this? He does not care because in the first place, Yakache say unfollow the footsteps of Akufo-Addo. He should continue lying. He should continue proposing. He should continue promising. He should continue raising the hopes of the people. All that you need is power. Inti on say Bawumia campaign, no, it is not about how yebeko ketashe. Because at this point where we are, we need a leader we can trust and believe his word to say Obeko ketashe. He needs to let us know say dear na meye. But when you listen to John Mahama, he has made it clear and emphatic. Say mejitu miya. This is what I do when it comes to corruption. I will prosecute my own because I have prosecuted my own before, and I'll make sure whoever has taken our money, I'll prosecute the person. Now, Mahamudu Bawumia, enya Ghana for ya no pese bidi so. Why is he shying away from these kind of statements? Why is he not bold to say, eye ambulance scandal we, se minya tumia Akufo-Addo ba any omo mo no me de ombeko trial? Why is he not confident to say all the scandals we have seen, ambulance, we can see gold for oil. All these people who have been caught, 600,000 liters of this oil, we are talking about 52 billion Bank of Ghana money, yes, to unknown source. We are talking about serious scandals. Mahamudu Bawumia has not been able to sit on any platform. Any platform to emphatically say, I will open investigations into every allegation or scandal under my leadership. You know why? He cannot do it because President na Obedino Kufuor na Edeneba. Kufuor de neighbor because they have committed so much crime that they need Bawumia to be the smoke screen so that they will get away with murder. In the Sawutie Mahmoud Bawumia, he will tell you, oh, I am not corrupt. But when you tell him, how are you going to fight corruption? Will you be able to fight your own people? He's quiet because he knows, say, power, no, those are the corrupt thieves. Inti, do not fall for the antics and the lies. Mr. P, Mr. S. Okay, thank you. I'll talk about it. Inti, do not fall for any young, foolish boy who has not, at the end of the day, achieved anything because of politics. Inti, those foolish boys want to sit on TV and tell you, "Men jindi, abra yeni eti Ghana, abra yeni enim eye bonia sebi omo yedi to me amomo edie, abra yeni enim eye bra yebre, abra yeni enim atra Bawumia ne Kufuor do twaye." So when a young man sits on TV and radio who is paid to lie to you, all the people sitting on TV and radio telling you, say, AGYAPADE document is not the truth, it's a lie, do not believe it. They are being paid. I'm going to say political jantra for the amount of money that will be tables, and wage man obey amount. So when you see an MPP communicator, so be a friend of Miracle Abuaje, he's working to be paid. The Jumano no. He cannot come and tell you, say, the people have stolen from you. They are liars. All the promises they promised you, they did not deliver. So he's not going to tell you, say, men tomorrow. If you say, uyi sanko for the free power, wadani janka. So do not listen to any fool or twerp who tells you, say, AGYAPADE book is a lie. No, it's the truth. So we a mistake. You see what we are going through and what we've gone through for the past almost 8 years. I swear to God. They have a second version of this book. They will activate it. And the second version of the book activation, and they say, they will wipe out every history in Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah, they will wipe his history out. They will wipe out J.J. Rawlings' history, the Fourth Republic. They will come down to even institutions to make sure, say, they change names of institution, put their own people there, and make sure, say, Ghana Sika Kufuor. So this is where they are heading. They are heading in a direction now. I'm going to say people like these, Galamsey chiefs to say, a time will come, so the two Mima MPP, Ghana Sika, so you can't do anything. Do you know, Sir Bamti, or Kufuor, he is the one who prints Ghana Sika. Do you know? And the strategy is that they are gradually going to be bringing Oforipenyin. They want to use his picture as the emblem, as the logo. Yesika, your stamps. That is where they are heading. And another Dankwa Kufuor is quick to come on national television to tell all of us to say we are stupid and that Kwame Nkrumah is not the founder of Ghana. He could not tell you who, after Kwame Nkrumah, was very influential to be even recognized. He could not do it. What he did was he wanted to denigrate Kwame Nkrumah. He wanted to run the integrity of Kwame Nkrumah and what he has achieved. So the strategy is we want to diffuse Nkrumah's image. They will suddenly start incorporating their ideologies and their ill intentions in our books. Intended, say the kind of history books are inquiring, a kind of culture studies and social studies. It is the indoctrination. These people are hiding behind democracy, but they are autocrats. The idea say they want to make sure that Ghana that you say it is for all of us, it becomes some people's Ghana. Say. Papa jantra for nya kromfo no neglect you sideline no. They are going to force them onto you people, whether you like it or not. Say Nana Dankwa Kufuor for some time now. He kept saying, I am not going to hand over to anybody unless my party the person. Now, Kufuor kasa asem do not think he's joking. Say recently, Mahama man the pressure. Say, I will hand over December 7th. A mere talk. If you trust the Kufuor, you are better off dead. They be making statement. Will listen to me, and this statement came from somebody who is an Ekufuado family member. Oni Ekufuado tenefie edi ebusuan komo. They are the ones who prepared Ekufuado and brought him to power. Or say Kevin, Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado is a different animal. Me say Ekufuado ebusuani oye penyini sebio ono de ekoso no ne ninje ho. I met him in Spain. Okay, say Kevin, Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, when you go on TV, let Ghanaians understand he is a different animal. He does not care. So run them na ne ba ewuda gate or the neighbor pre no rim. He has been programmed for this. Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, he has been programmed for this. Ne life this is where he wants to prove a point. And this was studying the political career. He has always begged you for power. He has always chased power. He has always wanted this moment where he would change the history of Ghana to prove to you people, say, Nkrumah and those people who came, he alone and his small family can change Ghana's destiny. Into this election, Ekufuado political career, this is the peak. This is the climax. He has been built for this election. He has been built to prove to Oforipenyi. He has been built to prove to Nepapa. He has been built to prove to them, say, he will be the one who will turn the table. In terms of use the word, we are turning the corner, we are turning the corner. They will turn the corner if you people still do not start thinking. Bookway is not a joke. Memma kwasi ampenyi bia mejina TV so ni radio so nka nkyerɛ say, I am a communicator of the NPP. I am a communicator of the NPP. This book was written by NDC. Don't make that mistake. When you make that mistake, that will be the end of you. The beginning of Ghana, your end, 7th December. We will, at the end of the year, you best say Ghana and say Ghana Ejinaho. Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado, a vote for Bawumia is strictly a vote for Ekufuado, a vote for Gabi, a vote for Bidietu, a vote for Bamti, a vote for Eye Oforiata, a vote for Papawi. The book, they have two. Omo part 2, omo yimbaye. The Nyamia boy ma yeni abehunu eye part 1. And then omo 7 years activating. Now the second activation is more daring. And the second activation is basically taking over the country physically for you people to see. On said this book, so when nyabutre and read between the lines are the normal year. On say nyabutre you start to read the book between the lines. We have seen how they have governed for the past 8 years. The Omatron number released in 2025, some of the power more. It will be clear cut. Your currency, they are going to change it. They are going to put their faces on it. They are going to make sure a lot of places are Moka, some of forefathers, places where they are monumental objects to remember your history. They will clean it up. I am telling you, these people, they are crazy. Ekufuado is a total 90 different animal. Now, in Ghana for Nkorano, they Ghana for at my age for no, you take things for granted. You think it is politics as usual. Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado after 2025, Mode Tumima Bawumia, he will change the national anthem. Nana Ekufuado is a different animal. Don't see this as a joke. Anybody sitting on TV defending a AGYAPADE book is being paid to defend it. There are people who are not supposed to survive on our streets. There are people we are supposed to see and basically go after because they don't want the betterment of this country. They are selfish, greedy bastards who only think, say, it is money that matters. These people will change the national anthem. They will change the pledge. They will change what makes you people call yourselves Ghanaians. Your soul will be taken away from you. The identity and origin of this country will be wiped out. And for the past 8 years, more opportunity, you have seen what they have done. Every single minute they get, they want to touch the soul of Ghana. They want to discredit Nkrumah, because when they are able to discredit and touch Nkrumah, they have touched the soul of this country. If they are able to dismantle what Nkrumah has built as the founding father of this nation, they have dismantled the soul, the bile of this country. So don't see this. Don't see this as a joke. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Don't see this as a joke. This is a national assignment. This book you are seeing is the constitution of NPP Ekufuado Bawumia. This is what, let me tell you. Mahamudu Bawumia Ekufuado Mamuhuni se Jimmy Jimmy yo. Mahamudu Bawumia, Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado and his family. They see Mahamudu Bawumia say another Northerner, another Jimmy Jimmy, another one. It's a DJ Khaled Becker, another one. They have gotten another one to use. And they have consistently proven to Ghana for say, anytime they want to fool around, they want to commit a crime, they commit crimes and they want somebody to wipe their ass. And it's when you're smart, Krana will study the political terrain and the history behind our politics. Go back from 1992, Kofoba, the way they treated Aliu Mahama, how they got to this point, how they even introduced Bawumia, who did not have a party membership card. How Kufuor introduced Bawumia to Ekufuado because Mahamudu Bawumia, his greed. Now audited Bank of Ghana and Obua Kufuor ye den Kufuor exchange Ghana sika ye redenomination. Mr. S, get me the reason why Kufuor did redenomination. And when I read to you, the last time I think we read it, the Bank of Ghana reasons are Omomaye Adikudientia J.A. Kufuor said he was going to do redenomination. So what here you could see say basically they fooled you people to change the currency, and at the end of the day move some zeros to fool everybody, say they have changed the economy. And I have presented that document here before. So we read the reasons Bank of Ghana under J.A. Kufuor they did redenomination. You will understand why today Mahamudu Bawumia is another one. It's another one these NPP criminals are using. It's a puppet. He doesn't even know what is going on. He contradicts himself. They push him to be fooling. They know that they cannot bring their face again to convince you. And it's always the people who, at the end of the day, they have been using. And the NPP as a political party from the UP time ana omo pese, omo stop Kwame Nkrumah and Ghanaians from being independent, seeking independence, they were able to gather a few greedy Northerners, calling them the Northern People's Party. They have always adopted that strategy. They have always used Northerners. They are not going to move away from it because that is their hallmark, their modus operandi. That is their blueprint. And it hurts me that our Northern brothers and sisters have not come to this realization that the NPP continuously have been using them to do the dirty job. And it's from and tough for their some bar and come on pie and say any come for Santifo, near Santifo be brofo. That is what they tell them. The accounts, specifically as Santifo, have always never seen Northerners as their co-equals. They bait them, they lie to them. They come to their places and tell them, settle here, settle here, settle here. Because we have given you a place to settle at Asawasi. Because we have given you a place to settle at Dagomba line. Because we have given you a place to settle at this place. You are part of us. They have never respected Northerners. They have always used Northerners to do their dirty jobs. Inti, when you go back, team, do you have it for me? If you have it for me, I'll be very happy. Messiah, can you get me the reasons why J.A. Kufuor introduced a year redenomination? Mahamudu Bawumia was at the Bank of Ghana. Majority of Ghanaians, till date, you don't even know why Kufuor did the redenomination. You were thinking, say, it was because of some serious political problem, or you were thinking, say, it had some political, thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, team. I really appreciate this. You were thinking, say, it was some serious, maybe political turmoil, so Kufuor had to do redenomination. No. Kufuor had to do redenomination because they were about to leave power. They had drained your coffers. They had no money. They had to create something in your head. Say, omu je japade, nenso na ya adakato. Say, akania santinikato se adakatoa. It was an empty chest. But the empty chest, omu de air aluminium no mu spray gold no mu si homamo. So Kufuor use Mahamudu Bawumia at the Bank of Ghana and nuntina time ana Kufuor de power no from Kufuor's own mouth. The day they were inaugurating Bawumia or whatever they want to call it, J.A. Kufuor said, I saw Bawumia in the UK. When I came to Ghana, I saw him. He was working at the Bank of Ghana. Even I introduced Bawumia to Kufuor. J.A. Kufuor knew what Bawumia did for him. How Bawumia manipulated numbers. How Bawumia lied, cooking the books of Bank of Ghana to make Kufuor look clean. So when Kufuor left office and he saw Kufuor was basically the one going to lead, he said, if you need somebody to clean your books, if you need somebody to protect you like the way I was protected before I left office, redenomination and all that, you need a man at the Bank of Ghana. His father is NDC. Even though the NDC ran through his family, his father was given the first political appointment, one of the highest political appointments by Jerry John Rawlings. But this Tenny is greedy. He is married to one woman called Ramatu, and he's seen another one called Samira who already has a kid. But because of his greed, approach him, he will give in and work with you. That is why Mahamudu Bawumia himself said he was called by the flag bearer of the NPP when he was working at the Bank of Ghana. When he was going to the meeting, he carried all his documents. How did he know that the conversation they were going to have was going to be about books? Because J.A. Kufuor had already told him, take your documents and go let him understand that you are the one who saved me. Are you getting it? Understand politics. Now let me show you the reason why J.A. Kufuor introduced redenomination. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you, team. The reason why when they come here they insult and do it's because what we do here, as Sempana what Laos Alliance TV so free mind the money in Kotomo, it is worrying them. They were not expecting this, but we are also not going to stop because you perceive who no kreno. Now, Mami ready na swamefo enti de ye kana se. Bantemafo swamefo ene moa moka ho a mutie Kevin Taylor se obi kan abena se ade asembe ni Kevin sa de ade bia betu TV so be kan brofo nyabotre eno me kan no brofo no medwudwam otwi mema wakomantu wei one onyame doba a sebio wetu ni se ombra odi nka be prapra kwem ansa na agenkwana nkasa saba intimensro ma wakoma nya den hyeden na yaba no yebedwudwam indwudwam ti ne wo ha chanchan hene otumfo na naneme odome se eba abosbode a ye kire inchirechiremu a Laos Alliance TV munim ye nje obi we kire ye de munyina beka ho ye be mahu abekwasem ye bedwudwam a kire maganafo ehu nokure no mame enkenkan na mendwudwam na ganafo ehu de ekọ Mr. P, we good to go. These are the reasons Cynthia Kufuor say or yeah redenomination. Eno man say what kwa break tie me. Brofo no mebekan mema wakomantu medwudwam ewo ye ni aka nkasem. Na afi wate ase. Ya papa Kufuor say or yeah redenomination or say 3.3.1 or say Bank of Ghana reasons for the redenomination of the city. Make sure MPP AGYAPADE no baby a free ba. So utuma Bawumia watwama eye Kufuor. Now see, 1, ana A, simplification of accounting records and the ease of expressing monetary values. I'll see O. Adikudi ntia Kufuor ye redenomination and say, send ye be ye young kunta enkunta no enya din ma ye. Je Kufuor or your kromfo che wo bia. Mahamudu Bawumia ne di animo redenomination. Mr. S, get me the video. Got 1 Ghana CD, 20 pesos. A tuber of yam was selling for 50,000. Today is 5 Ghana CD. Hey, yeah, go for. Or chain, Damascus crom for. J. Ekufo. Messi mi ame papa kufo or chen Damascus crom for. Now, the moment I was a kufo or Safma for Nanosa Botodi Kufo, was I deny dangerous. Damascus crom for. Or see, I couldn't tell read denomination by now. 10 Ghana CDs, 1 peso is Nina say. Or say, Emma in Kuntabuo, Aya for Yambre near King Kansika, ye King Kansika, ya ton idea near King Kaya, send your bed to my Emma Yambre, J. B. Reintroduction of the culture of using coins, which will reduce pressure on banknotes. Or see, J. Monsieur Oya Damascus Cromfort. Or see, I could enter or redenomination. Eyi Ghana sika ba 1 Ghana peso as Nina say. Send ye beya Ghana form any bedroom say coins, and your coins, so coins. You be use coins to do coins is in the work system. Go for every Ghana, so not coins is in the work system. Also, na entire use coins into a person use coins. And a kuf Bawumia, a catcher for some country Ghana for. Into any coins to use and into a redenomination. Maka just a Paul much would die. Pamela Bundia. No Krano ebe to me ekum. Paul would die. Point 3. Adikudientia papa kufua ye redenomination and make actually no. Team 1 Ghana CD 20 pesos. I need that video. Also point 3. Adikudientia or ye redenomination. Significant reduction in transaction volumes. Also send ye beya. Ye corner say ye kodi dwa na se ye sika be fia e bia onya 10,000 a sika no dos do na bo aboso no nti na pese obi sika ye fia into redenomination no it's got nothing to do with the economy. It was about kofo na adwiri mu no nyoma bi nkoye ma no that prompted the redenomination safi wo hu bi atie. So it wasn't about the economy. It was about just to tell you so omo ye bibi, but they had looted you. No more musike nyina ma bibia asa. AGYAPADE no na edema bedru ha wo. Point number D, we be see 4. Nananom ekuya mansa ya brewa buruwa bremani anyanchirem 9 months for kwapia mu nyina mote ase obi antie me. Point number D. Reduction in the cost of carrying large volumes of banknotes and its associated risk. Also, adikudienti oye redenomination and say in kofo kwa na sika no doso. Obu ana sika gubagum inti ohuni say also ma sika ne nkete sane be betuma asesa ye sika ananti dwom. Je ekofo. Osafo mafo. Eno abi na ende eniti na ofa oka kire ekofo de say onfa Bawumia se device. And it's the coup for the Gina Bedroom Kajam say, Adikudientia Mafa Bawumia say, Obeboa beto to Ghana sika sem. Tamana Achidiano, Ekasano, or Mawotia say Adikudientia of far Bawumia said, the running mate. Achidiano was taking inspiration from Kufo.
Sidinaya hata. I want him near me. I don't see one year teacher the young over so. Kahubi. Kaobi tina me kofa Bawumia so me come home ye hihye ye sika sam no eyiye na sika no emunye dubio.
So the reason why you go for the kofa Bawumia is to make sure the city is stabilized and one in the juma no ya kofa ne say striker be goals gum ya kofa ne say defender be defend it ne enhye ya kofa ne say goalkeeper goal stopper obi bobo na yi free pole nim finito into the aka ne digitalization and a birth certificate and a dear first year mam ni nyina ejimisem. The dollar is at 16. Bawumia's core responsibility as a politician is to make sure where he picked the dollar from goes back there or lower than that. It's finished as that. There's no argument here. Unless you are a fool. And we can say, Bawumia betuma way or betuma way. The first principle, the first core duty of Bawumia is to make sure the city is stable. The city is strong. Today, the city moved from 3.8 to 16 Ghana cedis. Why should I trust such a joker? He had only one job. Mamenko point E. J. Eko for reason to a redenomination. Mechramu. AGYAPADE book ni dangerous. Number E or C. Adekudientia or redenomination, efficiency in payment system such as the use of ATMs or CO. Redenomination akufo so ye no se na be ya nkofo ko ATM betumi yiska. Say anka we nyina nkyeremo. And I'm so kufo ye redenomination kufo. Okofa Bawumia adia Bawumia ye ma kufo no ntina kufo introduce den Bawumia edema ekufo ado. Sa time no kra no na Bawumia ni party card. Omwankasa na aka. Afewahu. These people have never governed this nation. They have always ruled this nation as a family property. It is not about you and what you are going through when it comes to the NPP. It's about what they will get from you idiots. Some of you. You don't think. And kenisa nko hini biya tumitna apatacity Bawumia. Enisa nka sofu biya tna apatacity Bawumia. Because we are hini no without due respect. So you're hini and just onya Ghana ni. O you're hini auto petrol. O you're hini in 2012-16 now Ghana. O te dia Bawumia kaye. O ya software 2016 now Ghana. O te dia Bawumia kaye. O ya whoever 2016-2020 now Ghana. Into why he said what he said he has not delivered. Now we are hine waba to powder betina bedwom say Bawumia why ya dia o sa hine we kromfo o se kum. When I will say the life of the youth, you are the one destroying the lives now. Sebi omupe hope papa. You are him for no any asofo no. Mona mama Bawumia edi Ghana bro. So you and we dangerous no. It is on hini biji mic. Or sofu biji mic. No gasa Bawumia me bo abaso abra onim de Bawumia kanye before he was given the nod in 2016. Sa or hine no, sa sofu no or your kromfo. You are a criminal, you are a thief. Akonwa na wote no be kun. Sorry, Dana Ujim no ebe buabo because you are not being principled. There's a reason why I was suffer. Yeah, was suffer. And what is the reason why? You say also with dear sorry nenim. Now di onyame asem no o church omo fa onyame kwan so. Na wa bra ba o bono nipa na omudi we chair from congregants no. They look at your life, the exemplary life, the Christ-like life now we lead no. Omo hwe so e de abo mo bra. Na wo a wudi asori nenim na wo so wo ka no kore no. Wudi wujimi akotena tenta se ebo Bawumia abaso abra unim se Bawumia ebo a ohye no wendi so wo ye sofo kromfo wo ye ohene kromfo. Now point F, Mr. S, Mr. P, guys stay with me, I beg you. Point F, adekudienti akofo eye redenomination ye kind of brofo nya ye ni twi. Or say facilitating the introduction of the use of vendor machines and car parking meters. Oh, my nose is hurting. J.A. Kufuor could yet also a redenomination to say, send ye beya a month for a bit my day, omuko car park or met many siketia into your coins, no tia, omuko park your car, ebi omuko washing bay, send a bit to way reason tiako for the Maya redenomination rule. A man for bet my day, to me to your car meter, to na Ghana, ain't funny all car meters. Where in Ghana do they have car meters? Opako car no walk to your car for machine. Where in Ghana? Nako for catch up say because of car meters. Come, even on a car meter. And in Ghana and the opake car, your meter or Ghana cycle, kejetia meter and a ready. Go for my catch them. Mon ken and you go on ya is a more and a go for a debut on bar. Kwasie bia so a lawyer, ye the MPP chi say nwan omega. Na then a whole party I was in the stronghold here Ashanti region. Na chairman wuntumi ne di enim. Ono a AGYAPADE book you ntumi kan. Na oti radio so ka just say enya do kore. Kwasia wuntumi kan AGYAPADE book no. Yema one page I want to minka also catch them say meboa wa bodam odwan say na ahemfu di nechi say oye regional chairman on the party no on so wajimi wa want to minkin kan into unim de obukrim enso what was say book ne yentro. You are not reading the book. You cannot read the book. Now, young point na mejujo mu no. Dia see me cannot make nyina meboa. Ombra meka nukure no. Kwasiafo de bia moa mo nukure na ye de kire mo. Nobody can contest this platform. Hey, myself, Inkoto, Free Mind, Mr. Article, whoever is on Loud Silence TV, Ransford Kebuachi, Bobi Ansa, whoever has a show, nobody, because with my platform, with my TV, what I am proud about, and say, integrity, credibility. That's obienim. That is why lots and lots of people watch me. Oba Ghana, MPP for Shemi NDC for. Omo communicators in Nigeria, they are watching Kevin Taylor. Omo say, this guy, on any team, no motives, they are exceptional communicators. And yet, BBO, no crest, stick to the principles. Use the facts. That's all. Ejuma we enya din eche we wi. Me metena ha enye da never. Because everything I'm telling you a fact. I don't have to try and remember what I said yesterday. Menya Paulo, be Paul encho bewu. Paul bewu. Paul oma bondia bewu. Number G, adikudi entia ye redenomination me kan bro from edwudwom twi amount. Number G or C, promoting tourist expenditure. And the good idea go for a redenomination and they say, send your beya amount for 2 coin back Ghana, or move to me, I spend this sikaye, and nothing as a Ghana sikalo. Ye GVO, and go now ye intellectual sensitive is so defending Kwasiade way. Now ye nyam Kwasia 40 TV so. Hey, defend the idea way. How do you defend this? Because those times they have access to the radios, they have access to the TVs, they have access to everything. And we all know me amen call for can for yet TVs ne kan kwasia some support on kwasia for. I am showing you why the AGYAPADE book, you should not forget it one bit. Mr. S, Mr. P, I need a backdrop that is a AGYAPADE book. We need to put it behind me to remind Ghanaians every single day where we are. And from next week, my backdrop is going to be a AGYAPADE book. We are not going to forget. And I'm going to tell all the guys on my TV who are using green screen, say, your backdrop should be a AGYAPADE book. That should be it. We need to remind Ghanaians every day. We need to make sure these political insects are kicked out of the system. They're criminals. Now, point H. In Granfobes say H. In Granfon to minka H. I want to see H. I'm in Nigeria for you now. I want to minka H. In Granfon to minka H. H. Say H. I want to see H. In Gran. Okay. Minka H. Right. Listen, bo. Before a pronounced word. H. Noko. H. Ime H, ibe H. Ega woneja. Memeteka se bia. Bibio gamashie ga minke a spelling. Minke a letters pronunciation. H. Inke pronounce. Ekome enyo esa H. 1, 2, 3. Pronounce ebibio back. H. When I say H, you say H. It's not H. The Ghana people will say H. It is not H. It is H. Now, point number H. They would start texting me right now. I will not reply them. I know them. They got people. Messias, you got me the video. my team, they are saying, boss, we fool. Those who did the advert are even foolish than the people who introduced the redenomination. Me, we are not about advert natural. Jimmy Mwache. Say H, not H. And can for H. H. All right, now look at this. Point number H, significant cost saving to the Bank of Ghana in the cost of printing banknotes. The cost of printing a bundle of 5,000 cedis old banknotes, that is 100 notes in all, can be reduced to the cost of printing one single 50 Ghana cedis. Thus, the cost of printing 99 notes will be saved. Almost say, and couldn't tell me a redenomination. The Bank of Ghana can print his car. Satan no, I'm printing car bebre. See, I know to me a bear 100 Ghana and 5. Now bear 500 Ghana. Into I'm printing 1 note to pay now 50 Ghana. How does it change the value of anything? So it means to say, when Kufo said 1 Ghana city is 1,000 Ghana is now 1 Ghana. No, it was the same. It was the same. When you tell me, say, you have an abridged version of a book That's why I catch him say, oh, the book, and you have the abridged version. It does not mean he said the abridged version is different from the book. It means sa book na wa compressed no. Revised, King James Version, revised edition. It does not mean say the King James Version about first no. Idea wo nyina intro. It means say sa book no, it has been compressed or some words have been changed. It does not change the content in the book. It is a change 50, 100, 105, about 50 and 1. Why should the value change? Why should the figures change? Why should the zeros be taken away? So strategically, Bawumia helped Kufuor to move some of the zeros to lie to you people. These are all the reasons why we had redenomination in Kufuor's era. And this is the advert they poured in the system, fooled everybody, and got away with murder.
I go away. The Bank of Ghana is changing our currency. From July 2007, our money will change. We will carry less money for our business transaction. There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
Come on, 5,000 cedis will become 1 Ghana cedi. Come on, 5,000 cedis will become 50 Ghana pesos. 100,000 cedis will be entered. There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
The tuber of yam we buy for 12,000 will be 1 Ghana CD, 20 pesos. A ball of KK you buy for 1,000 CDs will be 10 Ghana pesos. And your 2,000 church of fair will be 20 Ghana pesos.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
Every value above 10,000 would be Ghana cedis. Come on, 10 pesos. And every value below 10,000 cedis will be pesos. Come on, Ghana pesos. There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
You have all the time to change for your money. The old and new money will be used 24 6 months. From then, all banks will continue to receive and change their old money.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
There is no change in value.
The value is the same.
More faster and easier
Transactions.
Yes, the Ghana cedi. New currency, same value. Faster and easier business transactions.
And when I talk about 1 cedi, a GBO, when I talk about 50 pesos for Ghana, and what about 1 cedi? The value is the same. Wait, Jimmy Mumubi, you are foolish. That's why I don't hate you, but you see, the reason sometimes I have to say, majority of us are foolish, especially the people who follow the NPP. Oh my, say nine. They are like chicken. You just need to throw some corn. But nanke na chema untumi. Obi a untumi kinkan enti ase ka kire be say ejapade buku no nkan ye enso Professor Nando Poku adwuma na troye. Onya aboa obeji obekasa ade we no kure. Actually, wait, Jimmy. Actually, you have the same low voltage thinking like Chema Untumi to say, hey, no, yeah, Jimmy. But the reason why I got here, say, I was trying to let you understand, we cannot see the AGYAPADE book as a joke. Hey, Nyankopon being good, God in his own wisdom, Allah, the merciful and the gracious, Allah, the most honest, for a reason, knew Ghana was going to get to a point where someone prepares somebody to save us, to be the intermediary person, to be the person who come and diffuse the tension. Ghana, it will collapse. We are just lucky. And God in his own wisdom every day gives humans 2 chances. Nyankopon obia 2 chances. The way he gives you humans 2 chances, or mine double chances. That is why in 2016, upon all the things that the NDC did, John Dramani Mahama did, upon all the things you people were seeing in your communities, the schools, the rural electrification, the fiber optic cable being laid around the nation from south to the north, the internet projection, digitalization of the economy, Accra Digital Center, the data center, the NIA center. We're talking about regional hospitals from the Ashanti region all the way to the northern, to the western, the expansion of schools, building of all the things the NDC did in your own communities. You did not believe it because we had to go through a certain period to let us understand that Ghana na yetono kwasiafo we mu a say you mess it up, say you're not smart, they will make sure we will become slaves in our own country. And this is where we are. That is why for the first time in the history of this republic, we have an ex-president today who is back. An ex-president who has credibility. An ex-president from the records and from the experience and the fact-checking, he has never lied to you people. An ex-president who served and who can point to the things that he has done, the projects that are in your communities, the monies he left behind, the kind of vision he had. An ex-president who is willing and ready to serve. That is why today we have an option. And kiebe brefokin. Nanka mo option no why. Saying Kenya NDC nebewe you be to say Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, who is the blueprint, the brain behind the free SHS progressive introduction into Ghana. Because the constitution makes it clear that free compulsory education, free SHS, is part of the constitution. We have built it, enshrined it in the constitution that every kid needs to go to school. But we need to do it progressively. I will say kakra. It is a gradual process because we are a third world country. It's when people started, say, they are introducing free SHS in 2015. It wasn't because they could not lie to you. Now, John Mahama and NDC, they could have lied to you people about free SHS. But they said no. Because we are bound by the constitution. Because we respect the rules of the land, the laws, the regulations, the people who voted and put us in power. Let us be honest with them. Let them understand. We don't have the money to implement free SHS now. We are going to lose the quality. We are not going to be able to expand our infrastructure when it comes to education. We cannot even resource these kids and the teachers to give the kids the better education that we are waiting for. So let us tell them, we are going to start building senior high schools around the nation. 10 regions, every region got an E-block. Each school, at the end of the day, was able to accommodate 1,500 students. This is not a small mark. They introduced and commissioned and make sure free SHS are started from day students. There are Ghanaians amongst you watching me who enjoyed free SHS as day students because it's a gradual process. I was saying, Omo Asebio, Omo Nibia, and the Omo day students. Yene, Yeko school. Yene ane we say ye janom and ye namubino. We were the ones in the boarding house because we were being fed, we were being supported. Those who were majority of the time day students, they could not even pay their boarding fees. The government realized that we cannot move every kid to school because we don't have enough facilities to do what? To host these kids. Anything John Mahama and the NDC say progressively. Sebi omo day students, omuna I will say any come. Now you start introducing in kakra. Achichidie we ni Jimmy for we catch them say free SHS now. Now catch us free SHS that won't be obabeda. Majority of you maame fo amohweme momba bojantra e obrikum momba e bojantra e obole momba bojantra e o mampurusi wote bekwai e de asokodi ahwe sese ku for the free SHS ba or the nyinsan beba ontumi mbo be ma de dinchrew. Most of these kids are drug addicts. They are menace. They are into serious drugs. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, this is the first time I buy ato apo amankwara say munsuana muncha mwejimi. The future of your kids say, Obia Eco School. Now, school now, what is the quality with it? I can ask you people a simple question. NPP introduced free SHS, ever seen there, and Kwaranomko free SHS no, then Abba Omo. What have we gotten out of them? Most of them cannot even write myself. And you know one dangerous thing? When you create something in the head of a kid, say, Wako school, abra the kid does not know anything, it is the most dangerous thing. Because one, akrana dwimuno, one man go school. That kid is not willing to learn. That kid is not prepared for the future. But you have implanted that thing in the akrana himself. Mako SS. And even though SS no kweno, it wasn't able to change that person intellectually or added anything to their life. No, they still work on the streets of Ghana. Say Mako school. Now, so far, Korana, you can't do anything with a kid. Now, that kid is not going to go back to school and take quality education again. That kid becomes a social miscreant. And what they do is, they are the ones who go into fraud. They are the ones who are looking for opportunities to dupe other people. Because one, even though Wako SS, no, he has nowhere to fit. Until you could see, since the introduction of free SHS now, we have provided more menace in the system. So Oko Ghana right now, age are dangerous. And it's from 2016 to 2020, almost graduate. They are the most dangerous. And you see a Bobby too, Obi Kubi, Obi who they fall within that age bracket. You know why? Because those people, we have instilled something in their heads. So I'm go school we. Now school no mo they cannot do anything outside. So what they have to do is to make sure they find other means to survive. And that is the damage Akufo-Addo has done to you. And in the few, about 10 years to come, you will see the implications. So when you're a government that will recalibrate the system for the people to understand and say, hey, education is not about you wearing the school bag on your back or wearing some uniform to go into a school. It is about the quality, what you absorb. The teacher not impacting team and how it's going to change your life when you step out of your school. We have changed the definition of education. Today, education is about some foolish politician or TV so can say, Mama Obiako school them. Any fool can go to school, but not all intelligent people can call themselves educated people. The fact is, we are putting kids through these blocks called schools. We are not educating them. So when you come back to the basics, the AGYAPADE must say, when you vote for Mahamudu Bawumia, you are voting for Akufo-Addo. No? I wanted to let you know, say, Mahamudu Bawumia Juma Oyema J.A. Kufuor, time Oye redenomination, no, and no money introduce you Bawumia Emma Akufo-Addo. In Akufo-Addo de Bawumia Bana, there was one thing Bawumia was supposed to do: come and touch the numbers, come and manipulate the figures, so that when we steal, they wouldn't even know. And into Obaye, he started making noise. Or be a friend of the economic management team. Alan Chairman team. Every yakuto. Because his job was to come and let you think, say, or pick this idea, say, he is here to make sure the city, the economy, because of the Bank of Ghana. Bawumia or the Susu collector or catcher also more Bank of Ghana. The difference between Bawumia and a real economist and or to say obi or Gigi Susu. Any obia sebio or ye jumankasa or banker or G savings. So grab bank edi usika ekoto eye Ghana Commercial Bank as savings. Na se obi enam dwom na card bi hye no ho na bag se no ho na oji usika no a record wa. De ema susu de ne dangerous ne say. Ochina no pa obetumi afa usika no da to ticket no ko Geneva. Omba biem. The established bank, no, it will be difficult for one day somebody will just come up and say, Usika ni nyina. And Mahamudu Bawumia is a typical example of somebody who will tell you, so Juma, an established bank, but in reality, or a susu collector. Bawumia is not any serious economist. Bawumia is a numbers manipulator. And until today, he's walking around the nation, he cannot speak on the dollar. He cannot speak on the fundamentals. He cannot, at the end of the day, tell Ghanaians the reason why he was introduced into Ghana politics by the tortoise. Today, he's telling you about things you've not even heard before. Now, let's enter the wagon. Sanko for AGYAPADE are dangerous, and we all have to go back a little bit and ask questions. Buzia directed the bomb outrages. Suicide MP admits crime. It was published in the news, Ghanaian Times. This issue of them, let me tell you, Buzia, the counterpart, any JB Dankwamo. Buzia, the counterpart, ni Akufo-Addo mo papanom. Buzia, he was the person who made Akufo-Addo a ceremonial vice prime minister. Buzia is a member of the group that was insisting Ghana did not have to, at the end of the day, have a constitution. Buzia is not different from JB Dankwa. These are the people who, on countless occasions, tried to kill Nkrumah after they were not able to defeat him in the British Parliament. Today, they are back again. They have changed their names And they are telling you they are the NPP from NLM, from UP, NLM, what? Today they have landed at NPP. It was the National Patriotic Party. Now it's the New Patriotic. These are people. J.J. Rawlings told you people. The NPP, they keep changing their names. They are dangerous. Don't trust them.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us.
J.J. Rawlings told you people, these are the same people. They are terrorists. They have always had that intention of taking Ghana, of making sure that they control Ghana. They are dangerous people. The AGYAPADE book you are seeing is not a joke. They have another version. I want person activating after 2025. They have not spoken about it. Edward Akufo-Addo and Bawumia are the ones who orchestrated the killing of Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was poisoned. Kwame Nkrumah, he did not die a natural death. These people did everything possible to make sure they killed Kwame Nkrumah. And these are their what? Their offsprings. They are dangerous people. Me say Akufo-Addo is a dangerous animal. He had a Down syndrome, with all due respect to Down syndrome patients. But the guy has never thought things through. Say, so how these people are. This was when Edward Akufo-Addo Nana. This is Bawumia and Edward Akufo-Addo. This is all that they wanted. And you can see the crooks who manipulated the system to get to this point. That is why today Akufo-Addo is bold to sit on TV to say founding fathers. You cannot admit that Kwame Nkrumah is the founding father of Ghana, because these people manipulated the system in a way that they thought was going to go their way. Kwame Nkrumah was resolute. Kwame Nkrumah represented the people. Kwame Nkrumah always had the people at heart. Till date, you cannot point to one house or because Kwame Nkrumah there. Kwame Nkrumah is known worldwide. Kwame Nkrumah is known before Ghana. Majority of us living in abroad, people recognize our country because of Kwame Nkrumah, not because of where we are coming from. There are so many chiefs around the nation. They don't know who they are. They go out there and they throw their weights around. They only throw their weight around among the people who are hailing them. But if somebody wants to know, even you, the chief, throwing your weight around in the middle of a small park, in a low project or low housing income neighborhood, it is only Kwame Nkrumah who will make you be recognized. Because when the white man is asking, he will be like, where are these people from? Any white man who passes close to any Ghanaian event in Europe, in America, in Asia will ask, who are these people? They are Africans. If you tell the white man that they are from Ghana, he will ask you, is that Guyana? You say no, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. And you'll be like, oh, these people are from Ghana. That is the uniqueness Kwame Nkrumah carries. We have been there and we know what we are talking about. These are very dirty people. Nobody can overshadow Ghana and overshadow Nkrumah. The reason why some people are now fighting for recognition outside the borders of Ghana is because they know without Nkrumah, they have tried everything possible. Nkrumah did not fight a tribal war. Nkrumah did not fight for a group, a clan, a tribe. Nkrumah fought for Ghana. Every tribe in Ghana We all have leaders. People we revere. People we carve our history around. But Ghana has a history. And that history is Kwame Nkrumah. So no matter what some people try to do, no matter how they throw their weight around, no matter they try to make themselves feel comfortable and feel loved, Kwame Nkrumah will always be powerful than any clown who calls himself, I am a different Ghanaian. And that we have to be spoken about. The NPP, the Ekufuado-Kufuor NPP, the NLM, the Asanteman Council NPP that wrote the letter to the Queen that they don't want Ghana to have independence are still with us. They are diseases. They are dangerous. They are bad people. They are dirty people. And it's about time we as a people, as Ghanaians, come together to kick these criminals out of the system. The AGYAPADE book is not to be taken as a joke. A vote for Bawumia is a vote for this Galamsey chief. They want to put his head on a coin in Ghana. I am telling you. Saoko Achima, not everybody is happy with these people. You know why? Because their actions, what they have done over these few years, it has denigrated Achimfo. They are intelligent, honest Achimfo. They are patriotic Achimfo. They are Achimfo Munimunyansa Omojuni Ghana. Now these little insects, political termites, they have denigrated. They have sold the name of Achim. Today, when you go to Achim, majority of the places are not developed. The Achimfo majority omunya anything from the NPP under the leadership of Ekufuado. Go there and you will see. If today I open the phone line and say Achimfo Mfre, you will know what they will tell you. Development, nothing. Water, ebiniho, nothing was brought there. But a group of people, I'm a Ghana for you, say Achimfo mojuni Ghana hu nimu nyansa. I'm look at the issues before they vote, you know. I'm a Ghana for you and say Achimfo in the pabonefo. It is these little termites. They are dangerous. They kill and they laugh about it. They steal GMPC money and they have birthday with us. These are people who tell us a lot of things but do little. And what hurts me, and I say, oh, hinibi wo achimmamu. Oh, hinibia sebio na adwene mu da ho odo Ghana sebio opempuntio abani krom. And the sa ohene no okasape na amanfo adwene say sebio oya kromfo te say Ekufuado ni nebusuafo. It is difficult. It hurts. Aman nipa bi enwinwi wo dem. Some chiefs are hurt. Some young people are for intelligent and patriotic. Ghana who want Achim people to be then respected. And then me be phone lines in 5-7 minutes. Now the honest Achim from watching, they'll call you and tell you that Kevin, may Achimni go to Achim right now. No development under NPP. But today the opportunities are Achim from Kwara, young people, they have and Komusobe share with Ghana because of this disease of human beings calling themselves they have destroyed the future of these people. This is what we are talking about. This little insects almost say Nipa life. And it hurts because my friends, school, I know how honest, how patriotic, how they love Ghana, they look at the issues before they vote. These fools are discrediting Kofo Wenyina. Why should it be like that? Today, Achim Nibia, it will take a long time for an Achim, honest Achim, to stand on any stage to say, vote for me because of these people. But the honest truth is, you Achim for Omnimu Nyansa. You Achim for Mudo Ghana. You Achim for Mupempuntio. You Achim Ahem for Munimu Nyansa. They don't want to be involved in this kind of criminality. Because Achim click, we should be very careful. And this small group, those are the disease. Dangerous. Honest Achim Nibia will love to end this. Achim Nibia and Ajun will vote against this government to take these small people out so that the Achim na ye nimuno, the intellectual Achim nyansafono, they will also be accepted. Nkwasiafo binti and the ewu Achimfo nyina so me akromfo. This is what we have been talking about. Mr. S. Mr. P, I wish I could do this for 5 minutes. I can do a survey ewo Achimfo no For them to call regular Achimfo how they feel inside, how bad they feel, how omu share nipa kura omu ntumi mbo omu din, omu ntumi ende omu ntumi for omu santene say ahana me free. You can people who were bold to speak about where they are from, Achimfo. But because of these people and the Achimfo do nipa omu ntumi nkasa, adentra nipa koka krebie jimi fobi, akromfobi, galamsefo. Ashaw for dantra for maybe yako womo baby a yenim and no mabe see so episode almost say Achimfo. I'm going to give Achimfo 5 minutes. In fact, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to listen to my team first, and after I listen to them, I will decide whether to take 5-7 minutes of Achimfo call to hear what they also have to say, because it's very, very important. Say the Achimfo no how they also feel as Eddie Ghana for. So after this short break, I just want to talk to my team. If we have to do the 5-7 minutes call, we will do it and pick one or two calls. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version.
Time to fufura matema say the matema jono to ho ekire no wo bia be ko no mampa and this to me ya ma my time hospital go yi etema come 3 ya bed ye wo me 130 betimi kwa san tirem right now hospital say ya the NDC to me ya sana wo free abemu 2016 we NDC to me ya upgrading the expansion just say what tire Accra regional hospital the federal region ya wo tire mu was adding fidie ni bi be ka si adan ni bi ka ho mane what tramod de bro ni be ka say upgrading say ko region hospital and as Accra Regional Hospital bed ye wom ahensie no 620 bed capacity and no was so be be account that be NDC bebel no was so Ashanti Region Hospital where ye fufro e was awia and also bed ye wom makomako ahanu aduonum 250 was I quite they say where the construction it is NDC never started we ye and now the Upper West Regional Hospital and the NDC be 3 and what so e wa e de ma wa for yan come Mercy district mu NDC a design a construction a equipping idea just or the infidel ni gumu was a integrated IT center for from Dodowa say so do Dodowa one more hospital for from no changes in a formula hospital for from a see one dance from na a Romeo Bro Chrome I dance NDC and a abetifi the minimum abetifi the NDC na start here woman and the mako na no me a renovation of schools so NDC abetifi the end I know me anam ko NDC started and you do one more concrete here one the chef one more to say yeah concrete papa that NDC and the anam the many ekohu ye na ye school project here me minimum foundation ye ko brand a champo kro manu kra ye na ye.
All right, let's do this. My team are telling me I should not pick more than 5 calls. There's a lot we have to talk about today. Your social media segment, there's a lot. Right now, it's a split decision. My production team. Half of the team are saying they believe we should move. Half, and to say they believe it's also okay to pick the call. So far, they are calling, but I don't want to pick now. Now, we are divided on this. The team is trying to give me a final answer. And Sana said, "You be phone lines, no, Emma." Yes, they still having the argument. So now they are throwing the question to me. Say, boss, should we? You have to make a decision on this. Do you want to pick the calls from Achim to hear their views, or my team, they are split on this. Now they have left the thing for me to decide. We will do the call some other time. I'm not going to pick any call. Yeah. For some specific reason, we are not going to pick the calls. Achim for Achim, we will take a special day and dedicate the phone lines to you guys to call. Now, we need to move forward. No calls. I'm not going to do it. Team, I'm not going to pull it. Nah, I won't pull it. I won't do it. Yeah. Omu team and omunim send yeshishi omofa. Inti the day ebeba say omumfreno, we will hear from them. Today, we have lots and lots of things on our table. Team, I've taken the boss decision. I am not taking I'm not picking the phone calls. We're going to move on. Yeah. Those calling, please stop calling. We are not picking calls. I beg you. Those calling, stop. I'm not going to pick any call. Inti, just listen. Let's move on. All right. Thank you. Those calling, please stop. We are done. Yeah, we are not going to pick any calls. One day we will have time to discuss this at Chim 4 and their call. So please do not call the line. Don't distract the system. I beg you guys. Those calling, stop. All right, now this is another thing we want to talk about. Mahamudu Bawumia has spoken. Oh yeah, let's take care of this, Mr. S. There's something we need to clear, and you know our platform, it's a very huge platform. We don't have to. Mokai say I did a story on a company called HDG. Do you remember? And we were talking about that company. Omoji the fees at the Kumasi airport. Any taxes are omoji sika omoji. During that production, I made it clear, say we put everything in a question form because our investigation was that we could not confirm. We asked a lot of questions, and it was about this man who is the head of legal and all that at a RTI. Nidin Ed Stephen Owusu. Remember, Tama Yakan HDG for us. In fact, the day we did the story, I came out to say, we are putting this out. We are not confirming, said this man is the owner of the HDG. And if you remember, you can go back and play our video because my team, they were very straightforward with me. The boss, we are trying to figure this out. We know there's somebody behind this who is taking this money, who is connected to power. And see, because we cannot confirm that this is the man who is behind the HDG, we are going to put everything in the question form. Into me, yeah, sure, no. I made you people understand, say, we are not saying that this Stephen Owusu or Yejuma or RTI, no, is the owner of the company. You can go back and play my video. I'm not going to say MM because here, facts, Yejuma. Now, this gentleman reached out to us. And when he reached out to us, he has reached out to myself, he has reached out to the team. When he reached out to us, in fact, my team forwarded his email to me, and he, for some reason, he sent me an official email. I read the email, I responded to him, and I said, okay, because he himself, from the production, we did not accuse, say, or no, any the owner of HDG. But we told you people that when we did our checks at the registry department and all that, that is the name that came up as director. And he's the only person we know in government connected all relations. Say he is the owner of HDG. Now, so when he wrote to me, I told him, fine. I did the story. My team. That is the reason why when we were putting the story out, we did not say you are the one. We were saying and we were asking questions. Now, I told him to write a statement on our official document to show, say, he has nothing to do with HDG. He is not the person that we were saying, say he is. The TIN number, no any number. So I told him, I don't have a problem coming back on my platform to let Ghanaians know, because in the first place, no Krampono, Manka say he owns the company. I was asking questions, say, if he is the one, then we are going to move forward. If he wants me to go back, there's a credible platform. He needs to write a statement with a letterheader directed to him, to us, for us to read to Ghanaians and say, he's not connected to HDG. He has done it. Now, I'm going to read that letter. This letter is from this man, I'm showing the picture now. And this is what he said in the letter. And we need to read it for Ghanaians to know. Because he has actually clarified to say he is not the owner of HDG. I asked questions though, which is fine, but I still have to do this because that production all was questions. But for some reason, we need to give people the opportunity to clear themselves. So he has come out with a document. He has officially stamped it. He has confirmed it. I have exchanged emails with him. My team, they have also exchanged emails with him. So this is what he brought us. Kevin Echo Taylor, Loud Silence Media, United States of America. Dear sir, disclaimer, and I'm going to read this on this screen. In fact, I need to put his picture on the side so that after the show, I will tell my team to publish this for people to know that he is not the one we spoke about. For now, he has come out to say he isn't the one. So we need to let people hear him out. It's very important. People's credibility, I don't joke with the credibility of people. In Tidebiano, so I won't also allow anybody to touch somebody's. So this is the disclaimer he brought out, and he used the right to information letterhead, 2nd August 2024. Seno Troy, I wish to bring to the attention of the host, production team, and followers of Loud Silence Media, particularly its current affairs program, with all due respect, that I, Mr. Stephen Owusu, head of legal, governance, regulatory, and research of the Right to Information Commission, Ghana, have no connection whatsoever with a company called HDG Homes Limited. My attention has been drawn to a name and picture being associated with the aforementioned company, which has purportedly been awarded certain contract associated with the Kumasi Airport. The association was made on the Tuesday 30th July 2024 edition of Loud Silence Media's With All Due Respect program. I am a public servant and have no connection with any political party. The owner of the Accra Mall, Mr. Stephen Owusu Achiao, is not my father. The tin shown on the program on Tuesday 30th July 2024 is not my tin. I am committed to serving Mother Ghana in my capacity as a public servant, and I do not intend to conflict myself in that regard. Thank you, Head of Legal Department. He actually put his stamp on it. Head of Legal Department, Regulatory and Research, Right to Information Commission. The letter is there, his stamp is there, showing that it came from him. So if you're watching my show today, HDG Company, which we were posing questions that if it belonged to Mr. Stephen Owusu, we showed the company registration, he should come out and let us know whether he is the owner or not. He has come out to say he has no connection to the company. The TIN number does not belong to him. He is not a political party fanatic. And that information, even though there were questions, he wanted to set the record straight. So today, I'm setting the record straight here. Per the information that he has given us on this platform, I am telling every single person, this man has come out to say he has no connection to HDG. So whatever questions we were asking, we did not conclude. We did not say that Mr. Stephen Owusu is the owner of HDG Company. So we from Loud Silence Media, the CEO, myself, as the host, I want Ghanaians to understand, when you meet this man, he has no connection to HDG companies. He's a civil servant. He works with the Right to Information Bill. He has a clean record, and he believes that people behind HDG are people who might be carrying the same name he has, and that if we dig deeper, we will find the person who is behind HDG. So Loud Silence Media, we have taken it upon ourselves to come back to let people know the questions we posed, the numbers and the faces we showed. Mr. Stephen Owusu has come out to say he's got no connection to this company. That is the end of announcement. Now, we are not done. This story, we are going to keep on asking questions. We want to ask, who is this man? Is this man the owner of HDG, Stephen Owusu? We will come back to deal with this story. We will come back with more information. I'm asking a simple question. This is a new picture I am putting on the screen. Do you know this person? He has been interviewed on Joy News as the owner of HDG. Mr. S, get me the interview. I need to clean some things here. The reason why we are doing this is because we want Ghanaians to understand that whatever we do here is not personal. We try to let people understand that we are here to inform and educate. We are here to correct. We are here to get some things corrected. Mr. S, get me or send me the Joy News interview of the HDG director, I want people to. Okay, I got it, Mr. S. So an interview was conducted on Joy News some time back. The gentleman they interviewed, he is also called Stephen Owusu, and he was introduced as the owner of HDG Homes. Now, I want to play this interview. After that, we will ask some questions about this same HDG and then take it from there the next time we come on TV.
Affordability or luxury, what do you look out for when you're getting a home, or what should be top of your list between these three? And I've got just the right people to have this conversation with. Stephen Owusu is founder and CEO of HDG Homes Limited, and he's here in the studio with me, with Dorothy Bimpong, who is head of sales at HDG Homes Limited. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you here in my studios.
Thank you.
And they've been doing some wonderful work in Kumasi. We'll be talking about that much later after we, have this very important conversation, which should matter to you if you're somebody who is a prospective homeowner. Let me start with you, because you are a founder and a CEO of a company that works in this space. What would you tell somebody who is hoping to acquire a home? Am I looking for comfort, affordability, luxury, or can I get all the three in one? What would you tell a prospective homeowner who comes to sit in front of you with a conversation like this?
And thank you for the question. I think for us at HDG, we actually start with the client in mind. There are a lot of different reasons why people want to own a home, and you do have different people at different stages of their life, whether the person is a single person, they have a large family, a small family. So you really start with the client in mind, thinking about the space they are going to occupy. So it's not a case of, I hear people talk about a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. There are more spaces that needs to be created in a
So
home.
at least we know who is the CEO of HDG. Trust me, we did a lot of work to get this guy. Now we are going to activate our full investigations on HDG, what they have done, how they are indirectly taking lots and lots of money from Ghanaians. So at least we have been able to pull the HDG CEO out. Whatever we are going to do next will be in our next episode. Thank you very much. So now we know who the corporate is. And it is this man also called Stephen Owusu. Our sincere, in fact, to be very honest with you, we are not supposed to apologize to Mr. Stephen Owusu of RTI. But the respect he showed us, the respect he showed my production team, the honesty that he attached to whatever transaction that transpired between him and my team and myself. As the CEO of Loud Silence Media, we respect his actions, and we would like to tell him that these were questions that we posed out, and it's very important he decided to protect his credibility. We really appreciate your effort, and we will make sure people like you are protected, your credibility protected every single day. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is this. This is Mahamudu Bawumia speaking about something. Mahamudu Bawumia Akasa, and what did he say? Or say, government to introduce electric vehicles before 2024 elections. Bawumia Ababontene Akabosome miensa na yakotwaba. Ose Nana Danko Ekufuado aban e de electric car seba. Enti omo de beba ansa na yatwaba. Enti anu nti monhwa wona montwaba ma no. Maka kire Ghana for. Bawumia has no message. Bawumia has no intentions of serving. Bawumia is just doing the bidding of Ekufuado. Mahamudu Bawumia, the abeba ni timu bia na waka because NPP for catch and say Ghana for Jimmy. NPP for catch and say Ekufuado drug addict we krampo no otwa omo ntwa omo tomano. All that you have to do is to be consistent in your lives. So we study Bawumia Kasemwa. He is campaigning like an opposition leader. The things are opposition leader also oka. Niaka say, hey, the opposition leader no onka. The opposition leader is giving hope and letting people know the reality. Mahamudu Bawumia is still lying and making it look like on in the opposition now, Yaman a chance, but he has been in power for 8 years. He has been the head of the economic management team for almost 8 years. He has headed the Ghana Police Council as the boss for almost 8 years. Mahmoud Bawumia has been the vice president. He has sat through every cabinet meeting. Majority of the decisions that were taken in parliament, he voted yes. E-levy, COVID-19, every single decision the Kufuor took, which is stupid, like getting rid of toll booth, Bawumia sat in cabinet and said, let it go. When it came to granting unnecessary tax waivers to a shitty criminal company, which sent you $320 or $40 million, Mahmoud Bawumia sat in cabinet and said, let it go. Because Sentio oil now, Mabebino, a Bawumia godfather, oye kromfoa, wayere se bayire, edu jemfidia. So Bawumia consistently, we chatra kodu point bia omu Ghana for so Jimmy. Enti esi an Bawumia so kofa bass saba. Enti baby a dollar don't think about it. Sibia Ghana sika sama say edwuma ni ho ekwan a yentumi nye eye bibia adwiregu no oso mama rev ye kofa electric bus aba o ma me ana o papa e na betwi sa bus e na e ko charge no o ma me ana sa wo papa e na e ba betwi sa electric bus no mo betwi akọ he na mo betwi bus na di akọ o mo betwi bus no wo ekwan na etutu no so ana ekwan na da senkregwa na asɛ no ekwan na da ɔno Bawumia ni kurom na wentuma anye no ɛhin na obetwi electric buses ne de akɔ obetwi electric buses no won kran na ayalolo buses na ɛyɛ mahama mokoto ba no saa buses na eguo na airpro no yɛde yɛden Bawumia is insane kwaberefo yɛka sɛ obi insane a wabɔdam atra bɔdam enitie ni binu no he is politically insane onhu de onka. He's basically saying anything. He's just waiting that one thing will stick. That is 2016, 14, 15, 16. Omoke kan sama ebi sticky anenya no kre. Oh, Mahama to Dubai house. Oh, Mahama DKB anedia. Oh, Mahama we are Ghana gold. Oh, Mahama. Aha. But nothing is sticking because Jandam is dead. Nothing is sticking. Today, Obiahu Bawumia to say Jimmy. Or Kasa, they just watch him. Amanfo Busomo said the reality no Bawumia ni mana. Onim de ekoso Ghana. Now look at this. See, Mahmoud Bawumia, this is what he's saying. I will perform even better than I have as vice president if you vote for me to lead the country. Bawumia said, some woman a chance na obedi vice president, obedi president, obe perform better and post time or vice president. Now, vice president, when I mark your script, we are the ones to mark your script. We are the ones to tell you whether you have performed or not. We are the ones to tell you, say, we jumana oye no. Amaya brabono, sebio akode ni manasa say. Sebio wabrabona bebo abemu 8 years no. Ama sebio nyoma okan why ye change abrabo. We will decide. You don't stand in public and say, I have performed better. We will decide whether you have performed or not. In the Siano, on one kasa certain questions, now ama answers. Ubusa emisata 170 questions opro untumi answers all questions no opro wabusa emisata 170 questions till date you have not been able to answer any of the questions. On Ghana Kachira will say he has performed. You are not the one to tell us you have performed. We will know whether you have performed. Have you built the one district, one dam, the one constituency, $1 million? Have they gotten it? Have you been able to implement all the numerous things you said? We are talking about one village, one dam. We are talking about 1 million per constituency. We are talking about the numerous, one district, one factory. We are talking about you making sure in your first 100 days or 1 year in office, you built 350 senior high schools. You spoke about how you were going to, at the end of the day, make sure we have asphalt roads, 16-inch asphalt roads. You told Ghanaians you were going to employ majority of the youth. Today, NAPCO is gone. You told Ghanaians you were going to make sure that they pay lower electricity. Today, we are paying the highest in West Africa. You told Ghanaians that you were going to reduce the prices of fuel. Today, we are paying the highest in Africa. These are things that you have not been able to accomplish. And these are things that are the basics that makes every Ghanaian believe in a government. So, you telling us you have performed as a vice president after 8 years, With your foolish president, you have not been able to construct one regional hospital since the inception of the Dankwa Buzia, Ekufuado, Asanteman, NPP. This party won't miss one regional hospital in Ghana. Must say Agenda 111. Ebesinde, you have not built one hospital. Or pimni bet me room akwaja yarsa awafan wafan ba abafi. You have not been able to do that. You went to Accra to go and destroy a whole general hospital. You are telling us you have performed. What have you performed? What have you done? Do you know your terminal report? Are you the one to mark yourself? We are the teachers here. We are the ones looking at your job. We will decide whether you need a second note or not. Now, my main show at DB, and why every day I tell you, say, Bawumia ehu Ghana for some Jimmy. Mr. S, Mr. P, there's something I am missing. I am missing calculation, and it is here. All right, thank you, Mr. S, Mr. P. This is what Bawumia is saying. Mahamudu Bawumia said, Bawumia promises to reduce electricity costs with solar power. Muntie Bawumia.
There doesn't mean no as the person with the electricity, no more ever from Ghana. The person with the electricity, no more ever from. And then Ghana electricity was so because you crack oil, any gas, any producing electricity. Oil, the gas must be cost and cost. The person, this is the generation mix. Move away from oil and gas to solar power. Solar power.
So, Bawumia say, opese montuma no. Na montuma na after 8 years no, obeti electricity so. Tie Bawumia. Watena bemu almost 8 years. Akabe ebo so miensa. For a bad way to end. Mahamudu Bawumia eka mu say montuma no na oba obeden obetete electricity so. This is NPP. Time about Bawumia ne Ekufuado the Gina stage 2016. Then I will reduce electricity tariffs if elected. Nanado Danko Ekufuado. One Bawumia ne kasa asem wichiremu 2016. 2016 ka say samoto abama omwa ombe reduce light bill aba form mahama bon na Bawumia ne Ekufuado dey gina the same stage. That was their campaign message. Fast forward to 2024. Mahamudu Bawumia say these are the fools I keep talking about. Mahamudu Bawumia say tumame na meba me reduce electricity eye the costs in Ghana. These are the same politicians. This is the same politician in 2016. This is the same politician in 2024. The same politician in 2016, the same politician in 2024, he's telling you the same thing. Bawumia is a bloody liar. Mumusa Bawumia say, gold for oil now the buy no. So ka say nke beti petrol so man aba form. Yantia no beje credit so on na introduce gold for oil. As we speak today, oil and as a petrol, ne boy is saying we are talking about 14.5 liters per liter. 14 Ghana per liter. Inti yebusa Bawumia say, ehina yenjinindi, how do we believe you? You told us in 2016 when you Ekufuado say, enunti mobile light bill so mobile reduce drastically. Yabeni 2024 was also meant to na light bill no bo akoso na oba now the solar ba wabodam. Na solar ni wana kache so oba better light bill so. Na ende obetena be mu 8 years. Ukwa oka kire say yen sama another to me na esi ade light bill no enye so beto sekeke ukofa solar e de abreye. Eche unhu si ejimi on. You think everybody in Ghana is foolish like Chema to me. Bujun say Jimmy to say abronye. Bujun say Jimmy to say wusu bempa. Bujun say ye yon twin to say software why you say bayire kusi buate. Bujun say ye moa on. You people think Ghanaians are so stupid. And there 1 city, 2 city, 1 city, 2 city. In konfon koto phone. You are the same people who told us this. Moka ho na nkwasiafo bi ka say politicians are the same. Mo na mo politicians are the same no. MPP liars. You see, GDA trust. Mahamudu Bawumia obi ani Ghana trust Bawumia. Obi o trust Bawumia bi aye kromfo a Bawumia nkwasiade oye no eboa no. How can anybody believe or trust such a person to lead? And then they also the solar neighbor. Now the other two we are not to meet so. Were you able to reduce it? So indirectly, you are telling Ghanaians you have failed. Because anka un fail here, anka send okache Ghana for say, mo un se me ka se metalites so no, and the mijina hana metuma can confidently say metalites so. But you can't say that. You are telling them, say light born akosokra too much under my tenure. Into sama me another 4 years, 8 years. Na member better so kwasi na de na kire say obetuma. This is common sense. Bende common sense no abeda ni jimia manipe bi. And the common sense na dani jimia dani yare adani ohia. Ema omo ani ejun so common sense na adani ndwan ekeka nkwasi asem. I don't have time for pics. Now, this is another thing I want to show you. You see this guy. He's one of the most filthiest, disgraceful, foolish politician. Almost say Ghana. And I say this with all honesty. Kennedy Japan is a filthy politician. Kennedy Japan has no principles. Kennedy Japan is like a pig, political pig. He always see in Jimmy, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him because majority of the people who follow Kennedy Japan, no, they are not deep thinkers. Mr. S, this came late. I'm sorry. I was supposed to check it. Kennedy A. Japan. In fact, let me do this. My team sent me for Adiebin Chemo. And why Ghanaians are not supposed to trust Mahamudu Bawumia. This production, you know, the production, our production, as the show goes on, as Mekasano, my team, they are on standby researching the same time I'm doing the show. Even though the show has been programmed, everything has been set up, Timer, me show when I speak on something, they go in and bring it out. That's how my production is. It is sometimes, as I speak, make us na production team is pulling archive, they're pulling materials. And sometimes, my production team, they don't just sit and watch the show. They listen to me, they follow the show. They listen to everything I say, and they know when I'm speaking where I'm heading. So they are not just sitting. It's a production team that is effective. Mekasa, they know where I'm heading. They know the materials I have on my system and the materials that when I am speaking, I will need. Now, Bawumia asam na omokano na mekano enie. Right? Now, onsa Bawumia said, Bawumia promised to reduce electricity costs with solar power. This is the same Bawumia who said, he's the same person who said, we are the only government that has reduced electricity tariff in the Fourth Republic. Or say, and there are someone to abamano or beti electricity so. The same Bawumia in 2020. Or say, Ekufuado or Ekufuado abaying kwan or mati light bill so abafom. But 2016, Omokachre say, Omoba beti light bill so. In this what light bill naba form 2020. I then and doja ni mukachre say light bill was so. Oh, kofa de, oh, kofa solar ba, na yen santomao, oh, you're true for you a liar. This is Bawumia sequence, lie sequence, na 2016, Omokacho said, when we come to power, we will reduce electricity drastically. Samotuma omwa, and amoto abama ekufuado. 2020 yekoto aba, February 2020, na afeni yekoto aba, December. Yeto aba no wie no ena omka kire say no December yeto aba no wie no yebekoto aba no ka say oh ye na yetuma ti light bill so in the Fourth Republic chai aban bia and 2024 ye koto aba o say oh light bill ni dey was through too much na se sia no montuma no bia na ongover solar mra no me solve my problem ba o mi abodam He is a liar. And every time we say Bawumia is a liar, we show you documents, facts. On one numa sama, the guy is a liar. The series, you see, Bawumia lies, no series, sequence, and I'm better chiramono. On no one to me chat on that series or TV so. You bet me play Bawumia, sir. Soap operas na motion and it's a series no Bawumia or live series we can compile for 2 hours na mo share it is a movie into Bawumia be ha into be kan we Bawumia say no mo betuma hwe Bawumia lies ni series and we can produce it for you to watch. Lies upon lies series kunkum baja atromu kunkum baja Mahamudu Bawumia ye betuma produce ama no me na me see so na me hu atromu kunkumbaja aya Bawumia. He is a pathological liar. Atro Bawumia na yire na one ne to no na yire ne kra nim ne be matenten si ne tie obane tumi busan etese also ss 2 obane one ne te kra no Bawumia be matenten kra she does not know. Bawumia is a liar. Into pe atro mu kunkumbaja ye betuma ayama o Bawumia na wa atro series sequence series na de akere wo no. Now, thank you, team. I think I needed to clear this. Now, let me go back to this liar. Canada Japan is one of the most filthiest. You know the reason? Mamika we been trouble. And then Canada Japan, ejina ho catch Ghana for say, oh, nyome mu ding. MPP for ma nyome mu ding amount for bre. Akwawe, on say right after their primaries, I had a meeting with my team. And I'm gonna say, as much as this guy is foolish, as much as he's stupid, I want to see say an iota of integrity. I want to see say yes, somebody who deliberately mislead Ghanaians, because we too much say na mma te say mpire kwa begua brochi ku school omunye duane dia no pay wie nwumre omo American education system nim omo etumi ko be ompeso omko at the age of 15 16 they know school ompeso omko, they are living good in America. And after omo primary school, I'm catching my team say we should pull the plugs on Canada Japan. I want to see say from the things that occur during the campaign against Bawumia. I want to see say akwawe mentally na adwene ye adwuma na say sebio ye na yehu ni say wabodam. So for some time you realize I pulled the plugs on him. At a point I did a show, I'm like, Kennedy, my friend, because I was expecting him to be a reasonable human being, because the things he said about Bawumia time na omuya campaign I was not expecting say Canada Japan as a human being who is intelligent and not mad. Obia onim nyansa sebi otumi tete enkwara oya nyansafo no. I don't think he will eat his words again. Now me are very confident because I saw say this is a man at least onya kwara, at least wawomba, at least youth bi wo Ghana omodwin so onim nyansa. In summer or catch Ghana for during the campaign, said Bawumia cannot lead Ghana. Bawumia is a thief. Bawumia is corrupt. And that Tautuma Bawumia, what to make for this guy sat on radio and on TV and told Ghanaians and said, Bawumia is bad news for Ghana. And that MPP are buying we know omu fun sika omu ye rifo. This disease, a pig of a politician, sat on TV and misled the young people of Ghana. Now, adia chinya na odi Bawumia campaign chi. These are filthy, man. Ghana for this guy in any system that works. A nipa ebu omo ebu nipa ehu nyansa ka se we die ye. This guy will not fit in that society. It me man time. My team, they actually said, boss, let us see how intelligent, reasonable this guy is. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how his utterances are going to be, how he's going to conduct himself, and if he is going to join or mount a stage to tell Ghana for say, Yen Toma Dien Bawumia. You see, now, ye din na ye sha kwawe. O static or Ashanti region say yanko toma ni nua na ni nua embeye bantama parliamentary candidate. Osako Jiroka say MPP for ya kronfo. MPP for say Ghana. Bawumia ntumi ndi Ghana nim. Na omotuma asenso buachi a obe expose NPP. Kwasi ya we ne kansa asem no. You see the reason why I don't respect Kennedy or a filthy liar. wi kromfo na no ebetume kunipa so no ankasa enye saa dia na no ebetume kun. He does not care about anybody. Ena yatutia ni nua no e obantema ebesi nde wentumi expose obia wa anka hwe. Ena Bawumia mutamu sika koma no say hey eka wo boy nyina in the primaries no young people and omde omre hye omu anom ginsa wo de onim nyansa onya kromfo ena wo ka no kure no gisa sika we de bedi Bawumia chi and do 2 o'clock na kwasea we efu plane ko Kumasi ekoye campaign ma Bawumia say Bawumia na mese wo ye kromfo ontumi mbu Ghana wa say Ghana sikasem $1 na otamede abedru ha no Bawumia na ekufo adom nyina ebo kro no na aban MPP ewifo ro ende de yentoma Bawumia kwasea we. You see why sometimes when I speak, Obisa Kevin Taylor Mbu Kennedy is a piece of shit. Onimu nyansa. Ohu Ghana for mudine chiso omwe Jimmy, and it is true. Majority of the people almost support to Kennedy no. Omwe Jimmy for because they can't think, they can't reason. And or say there is hardship in this country. Now nimdi wasaka. Okan sa asem ni no. Then he said this. I am begging you. I know it is tough, but Ghana is better off when we still have NPP in power. We are kwasia. Osi Ghana ye ding. Odinka guys say Bawumia kromfo. Bawumia nim Ghana ontumi mbu Ghana. Say otuma Bawumia o to am Ekufuado. Say Bawumia contest John Mahama. There's no way Bawumia betu beat Mahama. Na Bawumia say Ghana. Omu fum sika. Ade chi osi Ghana ye ding. Owia osi o munsantuma NPP biem. We onyo dwan. We onya kwasia. We yede na no asem ebuman. Na wo so ye Kristo ni. Edien na your principles. We ni bonsam difference be ne wom. We a young man. He has gone to take money. He is using you people. Mododo no mo Jimmy. Majority of you young ones following this guy, you are foolish. Enti utie ne kasemu a Monjane kwasia and in Sembia Oka, he can never be trusted. Makasa same way over and over. Kennedy is a disease of a politician.
That is why I'm before you this evening. Stability is important. I must first admit that there are hardships in this country. Today, you know and you admit that there are hardships. Do you know what will happen tomorrow? Do you know what will happen tomorrow? Tomorrow might be worse if you change MPP. Because this thing in 2008, and we all saw the alternative. So I'm begging you. I know it's tough. But Ghana is better off when we still have MPP in power. And therefore, I'm not selfish because I don't care about MPP, I don't care about Dr. Bawumia. Then I'm not a patriotic citizen if I don't care about Dr. Bawumia and MPP. That is why I'm here to speak to you and plead with you that you vote for our parliamentary candidate.
These are the filthy, dirty people of Masai Ghana. He's only thinking about the money he will make. And conform with the MPP, Chimumudu Duanmonne. And international for a usumo. Own him as with the 80. He is a dirty man. This man can tell you, wait, Obet Marco shed them, Obabano be a chawuti, Obekas onim. Kennedy is dangerous. A chile obi or a tribal fool, Kwasian Penny Bia, save your tribal doctor because Kennedy or can cre, dear Nama Papa we can cre. A dear Namasa or Dine way a can cre. A quoya brunia drilling it Jimmy with dear man can cre. Now just send them America Rambutino. Politicians almost say no Olivia and can a man be your room hatna. Moi Jimmy. This guy is just using you people like pigs or you assume somewhere more. He is scared that he is going to lose a lot of contracts. Say NPP free power. That's all he thinks about. But on him say, do no mudine chino. Majority of the youth, do ne Jimmy. We read demo. Kwasi awo na betena santime mu ka say, uhun krani afabo ma bono. Uhun eye ahunani akunu to twene. Kwasi awo yi. Obedi MP 30 years when to see one hospital when you krom. These are the fools. Ghana youth ediomuchi. We Jimmy. And you expect me to use nice words. This guy is a fool. He is basically an opportunist. Nipa omude omokrani omunim eto ho. Time our case obe contested Bawumia. See how people were insulted, how people attacked people, how people were denigrated on TV, on social media, because they thought to say you're a man of principle or a man who follows some principle. How mothers, fathers, nipan penifobika say, okay, upon unkwasi ade we nyina yanhwe say wo de onim nyansa na wo ka nokre. Look at where you are. And you want me to sit here and say you are an honorable, you are a dirty, filthy man. You don't care about the youth, what they are going through. Me say, on some pay $250 million euro. They are the $50 million loan. They are insisting Alban Bagbin MBBA Parliament. I want Alban Bagbin to come back. Now, on say after your marking, kwasi ampe yino. Ene eye MPP for na omu nyine kasa no. Me say won Canada Japan. And the NPP majority are saying say Alban Bagbin MBBA Parliament. Almost $250 million loan bia omo person omo Free World Bank wo. Obo se Canada Japan kwa kwatena waka say yeah kwasia. Or sorry I will say me na betu my president. Utisa adwe. The majority of the people who follow Kennedy are daft. Kennedy use almost enkoko or two eburo no mu di echire because omo Jimmy Kennedy for 30 years were using account for nkwara asa abeduru this point. Ne ba na te Ghana enya kwasi campaign about you so odwan ne di nechi. Omo makanyo nkom ngu America. Ade to omo metena America. Omo metena Ghana. Ade no nkasa ne man so metena Ghana because ohun samu amudi nechi ne mu Jimmy mo ho kankan mo ho fi na mutin wuram. And I'm Kennedy Kanokre. This man has no principles. A very dirty old man. Filthy. Now, Shadie, these are the realities. My member reality in show. Reality in ye. At a point, the economist Kennedy, economist. At a point, a journalist sat on TV and said, Kennedy Japan is an economist. Kennedy Japan. Kwasi atowe. Ni hu bon. Eye konkonte we Kennedy the economist. Ye Jimmy nti, ye ma a daft person like Kennedy who made money out of dubious means. And ni ama granted na Jimmy oti radio so.
Chese akukuduro ena mede ya betena ha. The way Ghana ekono, omani nyina nsori. Ene ayura husem pa ni se kaswa ahemfo bi a behia wo mu. No mu ka yesi kwasi alaji bi. Mabo ni din pen. Police from pen for kwa ring kranti wo. This guy is killing people. Me no ka se o makum nipa o hwe fridge mu. Hwaditi. E kire ansa no mko hu ba bi etwa niti. Omo de yeden. Wa ba ha dwene bia ho bia, you know. Na tia rahusam a me de ba ha awie. One gentleman called a top police officer. Now the speaker say onim nkasa. O si orode onim nkasa. Na asem na ho no empanfo a ehya kire no. Me ba na me be kasa pe. Ibe yi nadi. And as Penino assured said no. And yes, I'll show Debbie on Casa. So we share the fear. Now a war police officer Peninu Pa Eka say on Pesa or dinner but no better to Sa Langard Kwasi Alagios and one. Because was the MPP Penini be pa ni law firm. Aquanity Boniana and they defending it, you know. One day Oslo. So wow, maybe I Ghana you do. guy no to me call a fear say ne a fear we me pay. He cleans everybody there, takes over the land. Obji a fear no go not wafa assassin. Ghana here.
Was some Okano. Kennedy Japan. Also say Onimala Abranti be feni kwesi alaji or a land guard o twani party. Watini din a owo kaswa owo eye gumua ho a kwesi alaji no e tag. Kennedy enum asem. Kwesi alaji no Kennedy adam for pa no ni. Kwesi alaji na Kennedy kan asem no. And a Kennedy ni twa picture no. Ono na ewo right side of Kennedy. Kwesi alaji no. You see Kennedy Japan. Nipa na all kana asem se otwa nipa ti or land guard or gomu afete e na de ndien otumi Kennedy Japan nipa na all kana ho asem gusi alaji ne front to my green no. What? Make sure the kind of person he is. Mumuza Kennedy Japan say asase send waji no kosi alaji wo. I am not saying it o. Odo na abegina TV so say kosi alaji wo twa nipa ti or land guard eni akoye ne hene. Kennedy Japan oni kwesi alaji na wo picture nim no nie mame form gwa omie no no me na beka se kwesi alaji otwa ni party ma betna TV so aka se kwesi alaji twa obiti Kennedy ne kan ye kwesi alaji no I keep telling you say Kennedy oye filthy dirty man on kano kre obetumi am ye bo timutu obeka se onimu on say recently Abrantie bi ebo police ni butru etrimu soja ni bitrimu tuo sa Abrantie no oni kwesi alaji eno mu ye dwuma Kennedy Japan enye oni omunenam one mami rao asebizi one mami rao na me yeni deni bikani deni yo one mami rao asebizi one mami rao na yakani deni ebe intigo bini papa na wani ni koi obini fa na wewi obini mami na wani ni koi we usiafu demiri fedie omana Ghana isasa mebe ye biya wabaka se wosika wabaka se ni bisu body oyasa ise wewu she asame de washimi every ex on my mind you ni bo ise wewu she wewu one for one career people come no that is Kennedy Japan. Abrantie no bo so je ni bi titirimu tu ogomua. Enye on Kennedy Japan. E dan be no mu no mugina no. Enye kwesi alaji na e kan no. Kennedy na TV so catch us kwesi alaji twa ni party. Kennedy nye ni pa. Abrantie no bo so je ni tu na asem na kwesi say. Kennedy say I kwesi alaji no otwa ni party wia na MPP for mpenifo bi eye Kennedy lawyer afenyo marking ono na defend sa ankofo no. Afenyo marking ono Kennedy lawyer. Kennedy Japan I'm fan who so ko di Kennedy Japan ni ku a osere wo dem o he does not care o nano onye ni papa. If you feel pity for Kennedy you are a dog. Mabetna aka se ko si alaje kunipa. Mabetna aka se wo twa ni party eye Kennedy na tina radio so. But I've shown you Kennedy any kwesi alaji pictures. Macho Kennedy any Abrantie na mo so elanga do bo so je ni trimu tuo pictures. You trust Kennedy Japan? No, Wasaka just said Toma Bawumia Ujib Kennedy di. Where Jimmy? It is a metramka Kennedy or a foolish man. Or a crom for or a dada for. Me say omo babe pass $250 million loan or parliament. Obo unsa kwasi ampenyi Kennedy or babe tena ho. Aye yeah. Because Obenyane share. Because he gets money from the NPP. Aban Sisan ho be kire no. Enyo no so see the biggest cold store we see awie. Ontimi see. We wie. Ono kwa start cold store ontimi see wie. Because baby asika ni free no a block it. Odim say Aban Sisan sa fridge no da be so say cold store odim say ebegu entimi nya adwuma. He knows. Kennedy has made money out of your foolishness. Mumu bi mu agimi ntina Kennedy abai who he is today. Me on say me Fred Kennedy honorable. Because I am intelligent enough to know that fool can never be an honorable man. I don't call him. There are some people decide to call him honorable. It's their own problem. But me, I call there. Never. What is honorable about this horrible liar? This disease of a politician. And he does not care about anybody. He only cares about himself. Can the debate with the bonnet? Adia chia. Obewa ko jina so onimu. Sexy dondon. Wa meka nje TV so Kennedy na soma so onkuku JB dankwa. Sexy dondon ku JB dankwa nipa ohun ni first Kennedy Japan. Ebe sinde. Kennedy Japan can ready so oni nim nipa oku JB dankwa ebe sinde. Police for friend man me answer. Okotena TV so ebo nipa din ewo radio so Bronx. Ebe sinde. Kennedy is dangerous. And then Kennedy na catch them say dampari ni nipa oku JB dankwa. It's not Kennedy. Inti Kennedy Japan way, can you trust him? And there was a bien and say, Kwesi Alaji, a Kenny party, a jinko for assassin. I dare only Kwesi Alaji dinkomo, ejina nipem twice. A brantia or bo nipa soja nitrimutu. Our pictures with Kennedy, who is fueling Sanko for no. Me a committee, I'm going to Kwesi Alaji a Kenny party. Let's move on. This guy has no credibility. And let me say this. Kennedy Japan they are planning and plotting. I hope you hope sinadoye. Muntie. Me hope sinadoye is one foolish guy I don't like. Man can't try na me boa. With Jimmy. And the foolishness, he's just foolish. Or Jimmy Imrebi na on social media. Na kumya femina on the irini timuno. Kevin Taylor and the ba and an emma gigantic hopes and I do a debt in a whole cross set or dying crammy bema. So me, I don't like him. He's a dirty riffraff. And I would never respect him. Because Nihu Fini Ajuni Fini Jimmy no and Nabe. So me, hopes and I don't care. But I can tell you for a fact, Kennedy mo, they are plotting. On say Kennedy, I catch the MPP for say they should leave Hopes Nadoye to him. He will kill him. See. On say Kennedy, I catch the MPP for say they should handle Hopes Nadoye and Famano. Hopes Nadoye before election 2024, they will kill him. Na yire na ho ya memobɔ Hopes na do yire no ho ya memobɔ obeye kunani na nsen. They will find ways to kill Kennedy Hopson. Now mangasa Northern Regional Chairman Kromo Adam Mahamud say omo kuno simple. Omo ko hwe ase gunusu kuno to twene. And Gregory Afoko da ho da BNI cells after almost 7 years omo so mu yino because omo yina at the end of the day no why na yenchi ne fanhiem. The NPP will kill Hopes Nadoye. Ombe kuno. So when kuna, ombe make sure say they will cripple him to the point ni dan kron to into the 9 frame. We need to get serious in this country. Kennedy cannot be trusted. About America, I'm coming to see Kevin Taylor. I'm not scared of Kennedy one bit. He is scared of me. Oh, free court, Edru Ghana. Has he mentioned my name before? But my catch, I will sue. And I'll sue at the right time. After 2024, Kennedy Japan does not have diplomatic passport. I will sue. I'm telling you today. After 2024 elections, and the extra abana bebana Emma diplomatic passport. Your green card has been taken away. You don't have a diplomatic passport for that immunity. I would see you. Prepare yourself. Internet now come back say yen to Bawumia for you to stay in power. I am telling you today. I will see you. Be prepared. It's my dino. I do things when I think it's right. I will sue. and to do everything possible to make sure Bawumia wins power. Now, Yanko Enim 7-8 time day inside like something. Share story way. Kolebu, something is happening there. Government neglect of critical medical equipment at Ghana's premier health facility, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, has left the head of the MRI unit frustrated as he reveals that Kolebu is compelled, as Kolebu is compelled to rent a CT scan machine 5 years after its own equipment broke down. You see, nipa na owo Kolebu Dr. Penyini a ohwe eyedien eye yare ene eyedien ohwe senior obi ba Kolebu a omo asebio ye twitwa omo scan omo widiem omo nkasemu kidney ene den no nipa na owo Kolebu ohwe so no osi infie num a Kolebufo omo CT scan omo de ehwehwe eyedien omo de twa scan ehu Ghana fo yare a amanfo fam omo de machines behu no 5 years essay ye na omo ko rent ye no aban we ntumi ntobako empom besi Kolebu kwasie bi na moka che o se to abama no adentira opeso obedi president. Now let's listen to this.
We are struggling. The hospital is struggling. I can tell you that we in Kolebu Teaching Hospital, we have, and I am a radiographer, okay, and I'm in the head of MRI in Kolebu. Now, we have a CT scanner, a 640 slice CT scanner. There are 3 in Africa, and Ghana has 1. This machine in Kolebu has been down over 5 years.
5 years.
Over 5 years.
The MRI scan.
The CT scanner. The CT scanner we have currently in Kolebu does not belong to Kolebu. It's for a private individual. It's a PPP that is in Kolebu that we are using. Kolebu does not have its own CT scan.
And yours broke down 5 years ago.
5 years ago. So the question is, who is really interested? I mean, as for MRI, I'm sure people have been hearing how often MRI goes down and patients have to be going out. You know, we have to be transporting patients, the cost of ambulance to get patients to the various other places, the inconvenience. Our roads are so bad. So a patient is in ICU, needs a scan because our machines and all are not being catered to properly. They have to be carried all the way to a particular place and brought back. You can imagine what our patients are going.
What did management tell you about that machine that has broken down for 5 years?
Because we don't have a voice there. It is a difficulty. I can tell you that at one meeting, the director of medical affairs came to hear from me, and I've never been, to any of the meetings. That the MRI, for instance, which people had informed him to be scrapped, didn't need to be scrapped. I mean, and when I spoke about it, he got to understand that he'd not been getting that information. Okay, he'd not been getting, but other people are speaking on an issue that I am on top of, and I have not been speaking about.
What was Kolebu Teaching Hospital? Your BB CT scan machine. Ebia unim CT scan machine. Machine ye ke bi ni konfo no chi o. Bebrebe na ye ka bebre ye kasa bebre na bi ni konfo no chi. O de ye ngina ha. CT scan machine enie de papa ne ka ho asem no. For 5 years baako pe ene wo Ghana, yesi miensa ne wo Africa, Kolebu ewo baako. Sa CT scan machine we oko world marketer. The price ranges from $80,000 to $300,000. Sir Oko Ejaso se Okoto CT scan we are. Yase de Oko lebuno in fear num. So from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2024, machine is saying no MPP ni bi ni arenti ebi free no ho. Na machine no okosa okoto a the range is between $80,000 to $300,000, depends the one you want to buy. Yeti krom ha 2.5 health tax. In Kofu the tax from 2017. Almost say Omunsi Hospital. Sorry, MRI scan. Sorry. MRI scan. This MRI scan. So market in this one, it costs between $80,000 and $300,000. Yatina Kroma in fear almost 80 years. Among for the taxes. Sicilia Dapa we are $2.5 million. Sicilia Dapa Sikari nya calculate $25 million. Sicilia Dapa da wuti fie. Sicilia Dapa onunkwa we are close to $25 million. The president is saying so mama ya nka bibia Sicilia Dapa and the special prosecutor tries to bechi Sicilia Dapa. Special prosecutor nki yekuna to atwene. Ambulance I say at force na sign a contract. Big C for they want to give Ghana 3.2 million euros for free. Attorney General Godfrey Damina and I back watch back on so pay. Tie, we were here and a Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia call Ashanti region Okoma Black Stars 500,000 Ghana, Tete Ghana 5 billion. All the bad dollars more, it is almost $35,000. Tie. Mahamudu Bawumia call Asante Memu. And also we yin bottom sika. We yin bottom sika 500,000 Ghana. Or the ama Black Stars. All the bad dollars more, it's almost $35,000. Or the another beye $30,000 or $40,000 soswa ubetumato this machine. Yebusa Vice President and the priority is saying or send the priority near Black Stars. My catch us MPP for me a moi. Jimmy. So and they also beto my MPP now the MPP you dying unimunyansa. Mumudu do no Jimmy. CT scan or say MRI scan. Me say Mumudu do amudi MPP mo Jimmy. Asema Captain Smarta can ma support na me ne argue and they say ose obi obeto abama MPP bia Jimmy. It is a fact. Na wonim so chena yare bowa sa machine we ebi ni hono bewu. Sa nsem ne ka kire mo a John Kuma oya Santini ba edwoso na ote. Oko edwoso a edwoso NPP for headquarters ho anasa mo party office fetchen edwoso for hospital. Yawo hini wa edwoso ose John Kuma in this year enti wewu ne de yemfa another person be hye ho. Yawo nkofo gu edwoso se moa enda na dwu obi bewu every say ye ni scanner ebetwa ede obana eda ne yem no amehu se akora na dane anasa ondane ye sa Jimmy for ba no obekwa ko sala akoto ama MPP adentira MPP si party office efe mumu bi mu se nwan mu de se nwan mu ni mu nyansa John Kuma bedi mwanyim yare bo no na ekede na ekonkran se Kuma si nye kurase a ahemfu guma ede na John Kuma oye MP wa Santimemu yare bo no ne ede to kam se ede ne bankran. Eye den na John Kuma yeto abama ne se onfa mpuntuo mrefie onfa ahoto mrefie apomodin mrefie se enye Kumase na sebio Asantimemu na eye kurase ankurasefo gum a emu kurasefo ni bi mpese omobadwene a eye den na nipa yeto abama ne se onkofa apomodin mra no yare bo no ye tamde na konkran na obi tinkran no ka se asantefo asantiman mu ye nkurasefo asefo a na obuofu. No, don't be angry. It is what you people are doing. Some of you. Nipa na onko abemu konkofa eye de onkofa apomuden mra no ono be yare tu fie no odimirika e konkran na wo hia bukom banku usia eye ni kwe usia eye odale na so tinkran say mo asantefo mu ye nkurasefo a na obu ofu adentra oto aba. And these are some of the things we talk about. These are facts. Me men to sabi untuma NDC for Jimmy Kono na me na ona obre. Enya ona obre me if I'm I am letting you know the bekum Jimmy no baby ade bi abedu. A whole government after 5 years. This simple machine. Rebecca Kufu Ado on Samira bag ekuta omo. Kwasi ampen ti se kusibu aten ne yere bag ekuta no. Ne boy ding chen this machine. Me say kusibu aten kwasi ampen ya wa yere se ba yere. Bawumia yere Samira bag ekuta no. Eye Rebecca Kufu Ado bag ekuta omo. Etumi to machines we 5. Munya mwa. Why do you vote? Heading a moto aba. O kan wo so time obi. Na we Jimmy ni etu for us your town. We are telling you the truth. Make catch them one day. And then adwi. Se otu for say to tia santimem na yare bono ye de me kon kran. Ye gya na okumase obewu. Muntie. We ye kolebu we ye nkran. Empo ni rent no. Me say otu for say to ye me ofa. Me nyini wo asantima asase so. Mempre bone man da. And na membodi dua enka sembone nto no so, but I can tell you on authority. Say anadwi na nayare ba, he will die. Because there's no hospital that can save him in Kumasi. Actually anadwu kokuroko din ya to play mu, e de ne koku enkran. Ya zene ko nkran, ya akogye nkwa. Na woto wona aba na woto le sen. These are facts, my friends. Me say, man, this is sumina so. Otumfo o say tutu asante hene. Onye nyankopon yare betuma abono. Oye nipa. Yare sibi ebetuma abo me papa. Ebetuma abo otumfo say tutu. Men pre bone ma asanteman, en pre bone ma otumfo. Yare bo otumfo anadwu ya. Ya mfana nto play mu ankon kran. Ankoda UGMC, rich, obewu. And the question is, so otumfo kura yare bono anadwu na se wentumi angene nkwa na wokwase ampanya ote bantama ubewu se otwe adagatem party ye papa ye nana ye wofa ene this 700 pounds tie no e den na party di abafie aboa oson ena ne namson onkolebu this simple machine the Republic of Ghana. Sometimes na ayana yema examples are so what's na classroom papa not lectures papa and actual idea when they are giving you examples they give you the most difficult examples that you can relate to. Why you begin say lecture in the town? Why is this lecturer talking about war and he's using my family, he's using me as an example that when I'm caught in the middle of war, this is what is going to happen to me. Lecture no per se o movie free o conditional woman na ode wa adwene ekosi that reality dim say when you find yourself in that reality or if you find yourself in that reality, what will you do? It lectures papa bi omo wiase no when they are teaching you, they make sure the examples they give you are examples that you sitting in front of them can relate to. And then the bema what did you can say? And it's as me ka asem say ya. Me nkofa watchman on amasantime mo. Me nkofa assemblyman o me fa otumfo o say tutu. Piao. And am medene ye if we say asanteman ebonwuno, asanteman akoma ene otumfo. Sa asante andwene a brebre manisi sumina so asemboni nsi yare bo otumfo na dwu Embo 6 near to radio susu. Me say yare bo mampon hene ahomache 12 embo ahomache 4 na ye tie dwadwo e wo radio so the facts are the facts adenti to aba. And I'm one person when I'm doing my editorials I don't sugarcoat words. I want you to understand what I'm talking about. In this O2 and I'm on hine and now in Kessia today in Ashanti ya bona yen to me and take care of because me John Kuma Diana. John Kuma has money than 99% of Asante 4. I'm telling you. John Kuma na owusika chain Asante mine about 90% of you know wusika chain mo. Mona mo mani konya asasika no. Mona mo mani to me. Yare board no open kran akọ. Mumusa mo se adentra. Comfort Teaching Hospital does not have a helipad. They don't have it. They don't have a helipad. And as some see, na ye two nipa helicopter kofa nipa ba ebi ni asanti helicopter ba kumpo nsi ho. Udi matem. Metia sisi an me fa me phone na be 911. Nipa obe peke na obe catch them say is this an emergency? Make us say yes. What is wrong? Me say I can't breathe. Obeka said, tell me your location. When I'm quiet on the phone, Obeka said, look around you. What do you see? Obeka said, okay, I see the monument. What do you actually see? That person will keep me on the phone. They check my GPS. That person will make sure he or she keeps me on the phone. Yebenya medics. Yebenya about fire tenders 2. Yebenya ambulance 3. In less than 10 minutes, I'll get all this access to myself. These things to myself. Ninyina is to do what? Ninyina is for the government to save my life. Kwasia utipe enemy. Can say if you're a man, come to Ghana. Oh, you giant. Obibedi president, UGMC, John Dramani Mahama, or the machine will be tumu. And the yetiapatasi ni yesiris kasi yekwe konfuanochi. Ye kana mubuofu. Ye muni pa. We need to let the government. You see, a party so Jimmy. They have failed their responsibility. This is somebody who came to lead Ghana. MRI machine. Where your UGMC kwasiafwe. Ebi one crying. And the gamancha yaria yabejene nkwa. Osumanche yaria bona yabejene nkwa. Bese manche yaria bona yedene bekwa. Ni otinto o yaria yedene bekwa. Otumfo yaria yedene to helicopter mu. You need to play mu. Say ye. This is the reality. And it's not in comforting crying. Say mu asante fo asante mamu yunkurasefo. NOB can go to the UK, come to America. Zoo. I was CT scan. Zoo. Obekona adre da so ne atwa ne nsa. Na abrofu gina ho. Zoo. Oba abrochi ametia. Zoo. MRI machine could be wo CT scan ebi wo zoo hospital ko zoo oko abrochire zoo a omo scanner wo abrochire zoo o ya boa utua to ye je wo tax na nkwasiafo we dada ye ntumi mpo enche da emma wo a simple scan o catch them say come to Ghana aboa bi ba. I'm letting you know the reality. I am letting you know. Obibedi president as president for 3 years, 8 months. This is what he gave you. This. Nipane catch him say, Enkofo Enkwasiafo Muntunti omo. This is what John Mahama gave Ghana.
Omampeni John Dramani Mahama. Abo modern akwade fidie nwanwaso bi edi ama National Cardiothoracic Center ebeboa da sama ewo man Ghana mu na sa fidie nwanwaso edin cardiac catheterization laboratory ayetwa ne tiafra no cath lab asa fidie ebeboa ewurewura nipa ntini mu akohwe yadeko a etimi tia koma na omatimi atuase oha obi ani akiri na ne titiru sakoma yade achi obi a yemfase kampai nipa no ansa ne hu yadeko a ehya koma ni mu ne atuase ekyerese sa fidie ebeboa pa. Omampeni John Dramani Mahama gusu kyere nsemu no wo kyere se emfa wo se enche bi obefra ban mu no obekoso akasa ama National Cardiothoracic Center betimenya won ankasa modern facilities a ebeboa ama adwuma natimatu mpon.
Thank you very much for the work you're doing here. The Cardio Center has some of the most professional, professionally trained health personnel, and we all admire the numerous lives that you continue to save. It all started when I got a text from lawyer Chris Akume, and I want to give him credit too for that. And he said it was such a shame that our cardio center did not have a cath lab. Of course, he's a lawyer, so he couldn't explain exactly to me what a cath lab was. And so I called my friend Dr. Sribo and said, what's a cath lab? And so I've been his houseman for some time. He's been training me. And so he described what a cath lab was, what it did, and all that. And so I understood exactly what he was talking about and realized that it will not only save lives in Ghana, but it will also make Ghana a center for medical care in the sub-region. It took a bit of time, but we're all happy that eventually we were able to receive it. I want to thank the medical engineers who fixed it. I think that with the acquisition of this machine, it's going to save the lives of many Ghanaians. So let me congratulate you on the installation of this machine, and to say that I'll continue to be an advocate for the cardio center. One of the projects we want to work on is to get a brand new cardio center built here in Ghana.
Bra UTV Kasia Bonya Akwenya ne Dr. Lawrence Ribo awo no ye director de Cardiothoracic Center etwetwe nkomo wo kyensem se afidie nwanwaso mampani John Dramani Mahama abede na didi amomu yi ebeboa amomu dwumadi a omudi efa komayade ho no ebetumi atumpon ama Ghanafo etumi adom ho efa komayade ho ne titiru ene ebibrem atoya man hodo atwa oman Ghana ho ahia nsoso no bom betumi ede abom esanse afidie no afidie nwanwaso a ebeboa obia
se wo ye akoma ho adwuma machine bi a woni bia wontumi nye ade papa nti na nse ya yenya machine die etumi ye enoma pii ma patients na first ye ntumi nye enkaka omo omanya if say heart attack omo wo treat heart attack etura bia che oye omo operation machine we ya yenya nti kofuo dodo na ombenya heart attack no na se omo wo omo kokoye omo ya ai kane no si ye omo test wi a che ekoye omo operation na nsen enu hia etumi di machine we ye eko bie blood vessel no a ye no intini no a block no etumi bie mu operation ehia
ade be kina kwase bi ti radio so Mahama na obeye den ade be kina no pa kwa santimemu radio so omtete so Mahama be ye den ndwan mumu bi mu ye ndwan mo mpa de pa okwa abrochire a zoo okwa abrochire zoo a machine we emmoa na edi omutum ehwe omakoma ma omo yete Ghana yentumi ntobi ma konfo anoche and the kolebu rent for 5 years kwasiafo wait to say monsan fa Ghana nsho monsa oba abrochire a zoo obi siwo abrochire zoo enti meka kire say aboa owa America ne ho onfa so che sebio nipa onam Ghana street so won kran Kumase o se medi watam o bodam sa aboa we yebegye ne nkwa obewu so otwe ko jata ko sibo we stretch and ye hwe ne widiem we Paul be wejaro me se dey Paul nipa dodo moto abama MPP wa santimemu dodo sa aboyi owo nkwa chen mu mumu dodo afi baako bebrebe weja aboa wei ojata twene mu ene ye hwe ne widiem ote wo di mi matam bebi ametene sa na tie se wo wo gold se wo hene kese se wo Ghana no ube weja Ghana no wo ho Ghana na wote wo defend di nkwase asem no ube wu na nkwasiafo bi anya nkwa wo Ghana na yesie wakodi jollof ye besiewu abafie abehye slit ene kaba ne asakobọ jantre gu so edi wu jollof aboa wagimi abana woto na ase kire sen aburochire emmoa ewo machine we ye di omutum Ghana nipa nya bi ndem me ka kire mo se aboa onam Ghana street so abrochire street ne ho onfa so chen Ghana ni oto abama MPP wo se meboa mu ye ndwan we ye broni jata ene ye di nyoma hihye ne num jata ehome ya bod jata drag and the America for tax jata no jata menwu jata menwu omutumi chin jata sa chin jata sa ye check jata abuo pro unwe bi mpo ubewu anadwu mi no ka say konfo no chekwase bi oto abama MPP owu anadwu makumo ade ya me ya. Recently I talked to a friend Roy Mabonidin. I worked with him before in New York City when I used to live in New York. And I'm from say me I worked at Dean and DeLuca before. Many Papa Roy, Asantini Bema. Debi amuzanzo ko SS bo se bi kura se prempe because one ko prempe na nkasa oko school bi almost to say green to say prempe into on see the end debi ya ba kura mo say kura se prempe. Very smart guy. Very respectable dad. Takes care of his family. Menini ye juma o Dean and DeLuca. Mo amunim Dean and DeLuca, one of the best gourmet shops in New York, and they are folded up. I worked there. I know bit Kevin Taylor and I'm sure me I've worked with Delta as a ticketing agent before me. And some people have observed those times on Facebook. I took a picture with Don King. And to me, I have gone through the mill to get here. I have gone through the mill. Dear me, yeah, obi to say Papa Roy. And last week or so, me to one of friend me, Papa, son of friend me. And I'm so Papa, me to one catch I say Papa, me Papa woo. And I'm so Papa. And then see or say Andrew na me Papa gina phone so. Me de me yire ne me mba nyina ye ko Ghana. Say next month so August to August to September. Me ne Papa di nkomo. Ne Papa wa santimemu. And I said, Papa, then say me Papa didn't come fine. My catcher no, ne dan Papa is we see. Or say me de me mano ene me yiri nyina ye ko Ghana. And I said, Papa ma me so ha. Ne ma me krampo de at that point ne ma me krampo to de ontumi nye bibia. And I'm say, Papa, the night before no, but say me ne me Papa di nkomo. E man Papa say okoda. Anopa me sorry ya. Yes me Papa kra sorry anopa o. Abetina konwemu hwe news anopa. Ye koya sim Papa ewu. And when you listen to Papa, it could be heart attack in the Papa no. And these are preventable deaths. My friend has lost his dad. Or to America tia taxes. Or ye jumading. Or bompire say, aban bi wo Ghana, ebetumi agye ne papa, emfa no whether MPP or NDC. Or per se ne papa, sika or sendi kofi ayete ne taxes no. Sa sika no aban no betumi atibi. Edi aye sa anyoma no se ne ebe ya yare bo ne papa na ne busuani a ebetumi agye ne nkwa. And the papa, ne papa, wewu. Senka papa e wo kurom ha. With all due respect, ankasa wo we be ding se beto no. And you know what hurts? Now or prepared to bring ne papa to America. Right now, holiday na nko de nemba e ko Ghana akochere ne papa ma mu nyine ni agye no. Adane ye. Nemma, it has become a funeral. Kwasia bi nti. Kwasia bi to tribe on to aba edi mpunti obebe fie. Ento bi papa ewu. And he's a very good friend. Madam for Asantini pa. Menina ye adwuma. Only the first person I call Bronx first in America. Me tina New York, na me call Bronx da. For about 4 years, na me in Bronx. And your papa, and the catcher Mr. Papa, bra Bronx. I had never been to Bronx before, never. Na me need be a Bronx crowd. Me I lived in Astoria, in New York, Queens. I had never been to Bronx. Me ni Bamati. Because this guy, I worked with him. Ana me penasem. And I can say, Papa, bra, na Sunday bi, me ne me yire ko Indasia, sorry, I the Bronx. I want you to come. That was the first time I me sorry say me ko Bronx. I drove. Me ko na asori no, say Pentecostal sedeng. Papa almost na Satan what Long Hill say. Is it me name Bronx? Long Hill, a very quiet long Bronx top walker crowd, very nice area. Me call here NOCO. Young kwa sorry. That is the first day me ko hu Dina Samoa. Hila me ko hu say Dina Samoa se. Ede to nyomo aso na me say la yela we be for ba. Dina Samoa, this issue I'm talking about is about 20. At that time Trump wasn't president yet. I think 2018, 2019. I think 2020 Trump be president in 2020. No, 2016. I don't know. 2020 na Trump be president, right? No, the first time Trump became president. Longwood, somewhere about. Gun Hill. Thank you very much. Mo Bronx, no. Gun Hill. I want to papate. I drove, I went. Sorry, the Assemblies of God was a Pentecost. I think Assemblies of God. And I'm invited diners. I'm also on Betunium. 2016, yeah, that's 2016. Thank you very much. Sad time, first day I'm who diners. I'm no jina sorry them Betunium. And Pobua no jina so. Me 2 minutes kaja papa say way. Jantra na dena bepia. Onam Ghana no she in Satia. E womu na manifeste ye. On se si ade wa ye on na mo. Yensuye nyansa. And the papa has lost his papa. Ne papa nie. These are personal things. Where is papa's papa? Papa Roy papa nie. Omo free ni krum. Papa Roy ne papa nie. I think said the 1 week is over. The late Akwesi Enin, Benjamin Enin, Roy, your friend Roy Enin, with his 64 years. All because party kwasi and party bit so onye bibia ma santimine. This is a very nice man. On any bed dinkomo or the nemba kwachire ne papa. Abain ejuma nkwane se obebua timemu for papa we to your taxes 64 years. Abain to banjene nkwa. Now you say if things were right, so no nkwa nkwa na share them and na ebia wo hu se we nya discomfort bi obetuma fa no phone a friend number bi e ma ya beje ne nkwa keke. This man is dead. Omo 1 week 1st August. I think last week. My friend Papa. I think by now he's in Ghana. Ebi anaju kro shemi. Papa kro mu free he. I wish I could find a kro mu free so. Adwato ewa hefa. Papa kro kro mu anche Adwato. I saw no be 2 weeks ago. Scan 17 akofa asem we aba. Obi papa ewu. Ejuma Roy aye wa brochire. Ejuma wa ye. Ne papa da na koma so. Me huni maame da. Very nice woman. Osre every time. Papa nkwani Ghana ni amekọ ne ba birthday wa America in New York. After mama called her sorry, me sa ne ba birthday wo ne fie. Sa efie na papa tim e ho na Zuma Nelson ba na okọ holidays. Ni para na efie ni ne dia no. Nana down for Zuma Nelson. I'm making it personal for people to know. And that this nice man is dead. Because I bind be a failino. Asantimemu ne siye. And there are thousands of people like this honorable man who die tonight. Ubusana was here the party try me fruma kwa sia. Na wo ye di try wo fruma no. Ubetume wu anadwi. Ubetume wu anadwi. And the broni uko broni krom zuwa jata ena saa machine eka ho asemi jata ne de hwobo emmoa na wote wo peje wa betri eke kansem so obi town wo life it is a kosua majority of you people it's exactly 7:42 p.m. Gim. After this short break, I will pick phone calls. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version.
Young people are finishing school 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and they are still living with their parents and being fed by their parents. What young people want is jobs. Young people, our youth, have not said, come and give them telephones. You give them jobs. If you give them jobs, they'll buy their own telephones. If I have my own job and I'm earning an income, I don't need a Bawumia 1 CD, 2 CD phone. I can buy my own phone. And so what you need is jobs. And that is what NDC is coming to do. You see, people believe that Ghanaians are small-minded and that you can tell them anything just to win their votes so that you can win political power. NDC is not that kind of party. I'm not that kind of person. Learn to tell the truth and tell the people what the reality is. What I can promise you is, I promise you hard work. And I'll promise you the truth. I'll tell you the truth at all times. Ghana owes 750 billion cedis. You think that Nana Akufo-Addo, 80 years plus, is the one going to pay that debt? Who is going to pay the debt? It is you, the young people here. You are going to pay that debt. And yet, they have taken the loans and they have spent the money. And they have left the debt for you to come and pay. And so, we need to send them packing. And the way we can send them packing is that 7th December, all of us must come out and exercise our franchise. Here in Talensi, when NDC was in government, we were extending electricity to all the communities. We didn't finish the project before we left. After we left, they abandoned the project. They've even come to steal the poles and take the poles away. When NDC was in government, we started the road from Bolga Road through, we're coming to do the Talensi Road and take it all the way to the Zwarungu Road. Today, that project has come to a standstill. 8 years they've been in government, they've made a lot of money. They and their children and children's children will not suffer for the next several generations. And they have a lot of money. So they're going to take some of that money, a little of it, and they're coming to give you 500, 200, 1,000, 200, 500, thinking that they can buy your conscience to vote for them. Your value is more than 500 cedis. The same thing they did in Asin North. They were walking on the streets, anybody coming, 200 cedis. Anybody, 200, 200, 200, 200. And what did the people of Asin North do? They took the money, but on that day when they went and voted, they voted for the truth.
This is the AGYAPADE document, a document from the MPP Akufo-Addo government meant to serve as a blueprint to get them to remain powerful while in government and out of government. These are excerpts. Achim Mafia wills Ghana for private use. This is the AGYAPADE document. Part 1. Controlling the judiciary. We must make sure we use the court system to help us damage the NDC beyond repair. Let us start prosecuting people. That is why we need to put our people there.
I haven't been appointed a justice of this. Fulfillment of Article 144, Clause 2 of the Constitution.
Otherwise, we have a problem. Our attempt to take charge of the judiciary is a matter of necessity. The Airbus saga.
For this, the procurement process was just 1 day. It was just 1 day.
The whole process?
From the Minister of Finance to the procurement agency, and they finished with everything and then sending it back. I mean,
is that normal?
It was absolutely abnormal.
Why are we so quiet on the Airbus scandal? Yes, we know we haven't found enough evidence to indict Mahama, but a lot of Ghanaians were buying into our approach. Why have we stopped? It is time to go back to the drawing board. Intelligence gathering. The intelligence gathering power allows us to target and eliminate any potential threat from within the MPP, particularly those not inherently loyal to our cause and noneness, which include members of the opposition NDC, the media, the roles of Kweku Bako, Paula Dumotre, Kwame Sefakai, and Obi of multimedia cannot be underestimated. It is for this reason that Nana nearly sacked Kandapa for delaying the release of their monthly allowance of 1 million Ghana cedis, since the national security budget does not go through the normal scrutiny. The AGYAPADE document, part 2. AGYAPADE wicked agenda exposed. Achim mafias.
I, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo.
Currently, with Nana in total control of the whole entity of Ghana, we have a duty to ensure that we take the commanding heights of the essential fabric of the country, in order that even in the event that Nana leaves the scene after the mandatory 8 years, the sons and daughters of Achiman would be firmly secured, and such control, both financially and economically, that we can no longer be ignored in the battle to control the destiny of Ghana. In doing this, we need to be strategic. We would have to work with other people from some of the diverse ethnic groups, including some carefully selected people in Asante and other diverse ethnicities or lands. This would make them believe that they also have a hand in the pie. Although the Asante group within the current MPP is gearing itself to take over the party after Nana's tenure in 2024, it will be ideal if we could work to bypass them in 2024. With hard work, we could work to pass the mantle over to a non-Akan person, preferably from the north, under whose presidency we could secure the maturity of our takeover project. When we have finally captured the command and control sectors of the country for our private use, we would then be in a better position to wield the necessary political and economic muscle to manage the destiny of the country under the reign of the House of Ofori-Penin. To be specific, we need to strengthen our efforts to control the mineral resources as well as the electricity and water institutions. The success of this project depends on the way in which we, for the time being, control the judiciary and the press. Our agenda for political dominance would hinge on our financial might. We therefore need overwhelming control of the key economic growth pillars of Ghana. Again, control of the key economic growth pillars and financial sectors will give us unparalleled leverage in the periods we may not have direct political authority. The takeover of Kotoka International Airport by the use of management agreement is also one that is facing considerable headwinds from the workers. Phase 2. This stage is scheduled to commence from January 2021. This phase will consolidate the gains made in the banking, insurance, and capital markets, financial services sector. It will also see the taking of significant stakes in mining, oil and gas, telecommunication, as well as maritime and aviation. The banking sector. Mother. Control of the mother is essential to control the industry. So far, the head of the mother and his first deputy are strongly aligned to our cause. They are from our compound, and we perceive no threat from these two. A strong Bawumia loyalist should be appointed to the role to further strengthen the Bawumia political cause. This is in line with protecting the legacy of Nana that could enable us to sidestep and further alienate the Kufuor faction. Biological children. These are banks in which we should have controlling interest. The collapse of local banks with ties to the opposition NDC and other rival political factions during the cleanup operations undertaken by the mother was a resounding success. It facilitated the flow of substantial financial resources into our war fund, though backflow of some advertised cleanup costs. EcoBank. We have two routes of entry into this institution. First is through Senate, which has a seat on the board of EcoBank Ghana by virtue of its shareholding. This seat is occupied by the Director General of SNET. In phase 2 of our agenda, Kofi Bosompem Osafo Mafo, who is a Deputy Director General of SNIT, should be made the Director General to give him the seat on the EcoBank board. Insurance, mother. The current team at the helm of the National Insurance Commission, especially the Insurance Commissioner, is well aligned and so far has worked efficiently in furtherance of our objectives. So long as they continue in this vein, there would be no need for changes at the helm. From 2023, it is envisaged that the commission would be headed by Bawumia loyalists, biological children. The enterprise group is a dominant leader of the insurance industry, and its position has been strongly enhanced since the coming into power of MPP government in 2017. The AGYAPADE document also talks about sponsoring of election candidates to executive positions of key labor unions, such as the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAGRAT, UTAG, TUTAG, GMA, and many more. In the document, it says, so they can influence the appointment of enterprise trustees and Enterprise Investment Limited as trustees of fund managers of the Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension funds of those labor unions. In the capital market, mother, compatriot Ugbami Tete is doing a fantastic job heading the Securities and Exchange Commission. Just like the banking sector, the cleanup leading to the revocation of licenses of several fund and asset management companies was a success despite legal challenge from a handful of defunct entities in this space. Papa Kwesi Indum's Black Shield Capital is causing a few troubles, but he can easily be dealt with using a numerical advantage in the judiciary or even his dodgy relationship with the CIA. Kennedy Japan.
What does it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his life? Yes, yeah.
The plans for Kennedy Japan in the AGYAPADE document. A very good asset. The party must, as a matter of need and plausibility, defend him. He has the utmost control over our action troopers and all our former criminal elements who are purpose for the final push, in addition to his deep pocket, while conceding his magnanimity towards the base, his trenchment for being a loose cannon in attacking presence who should be left alone is sometimes worrying. As a result, he must eventually be weaned off as our project reaps dividends to need less and less of his funding. The AGYAPADE document also has plans for Kojo Oponkroma, the information minister and former broadcast journalist. While our team aims at total dominance of the media architecture in the nearest future, there is the need to have a generally good appeal in the media. Kojo Oponkroma has successfully recruited about 80% of top journalists, including some with adversarial tendencies towards us. His weekly covered the roles of Kweku Bako, Paula Dumochiri, Kwame Sefakai, Obi of Multimedia cannot be underestimated. The AGYAPADE document also has plans for Ursula Osu, the communication minister. We score Ursula Osu 70% for her execution of the agenda to close down pro-NDC radio station and TV stations, while we praise her for closing media entities such as Radio XYZ, Capital Radio, Muntie FM, and many more. She scores some low marks in the implementation of the project.
All right, thank you very much for tuning in. We have just 3 minutes to hit 8 here. That's 12 in Ghana. We have, okay, we can pick 1 or 2 calls. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Good evening, madam. Go ahead.
Good evening. Fonka
Kasamitio.
Oh, Kevin, and you made them so my queen could be named call as Kwa. And go chairman in executives, Chairman Sharif, and in executives, some more boy too much. Make sure Mr. P and Mr. S. Kevin, and you made dear, in fact, Mama madwena kwa asɛm bi so paa nti otumfo sisi yare bɔ na nadwe sɛ kim ɛhe ne yɛde ne bɛfa ɛyɛ asɛm deɛ waka o obiara dwe nya maso anwummerɛ minim sɛ obiara otie biara dwe bɛba so otumfo sisi yare bɔ na nadwe sɛ kim yɛde ne fa hefa na mepa kyɛw mekoi na Paul adomɔkyere mesrɛ sɛ nyame ma ne baabi pa na
But I say, Paul Bewu phone coming so Paul Bewu and your Adriaboni Bekuno. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Internet Jesus.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm saying I'm here to Mohoya Promise. Kevin, that day, no, maybe I make a separate happen or not. Maybe a platform is so an overcast. And I was saying, Nikana overhead to me, no, Akasa. No were information to be so when you have one or not the power, Kevin. The of course, we're having we be now with Tibia, one Casano, we be doing one dance here. Me war information be a person.
The best thing with me is very difficult. What social media they will be to my about, with all due respect, page, you know, send the message or messenger. They will get to it, they will look at it, say if it has to reach me, they will send it to me. Why? So try and do that. Okay, page is now sending. There's somebody whose job is to look at all the messages that comes in. The here said was some bam your introduction or mom who said this is when our friend will show no they will get it to me. Okay. Why? But that's a part. Thank you very much. Okay, hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, Kevin. Good evening.
Yeah.
What you say?
Bibi aboko.
Medidi Ibrahim Babangida me kasa fra mokum.
Okay.
Nyame shirawo pa, nyame shirawo no djuma pa wo ya ma. Yankopon wombo ni oyere ni o ban ma. Wa na kan ku na kire de bia. Yankopon shirawo.
Ami, thank you very much. All right. Hello caller. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. All right, caller when you're ready. I think Mefa Bear 2 pair. It's exactly 12. Our Ghana. That means about 8 our US. Let me do this. Okay, my minister said we be about through. Hello, caller. Hello,
Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Kevin.
Kasa mit you. Mitonka.
Tare. Obo adwuma ya Michelle. Kevin, baby am account. Me say say na dia also ye AGYAPADE no. Ma production enye ni twi.
Me ya mama.
Na obepon bia.
Na me de gini mama mo ho. I think
tree version. Yes, because obi beka ewie bremu na na e na Nicaragua for no. So that here.
Aye.
Yen fire dey. Yen fa ruro madwunim. So the show right.
But I say, all right, AGYAPADE, I think there's a tree version. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Pacho, me some kaka me person mechanism. And now we are exposed BFA some employment Ministry of employment.
Yeah.
Me person meka assembly very serious. Me very intelligent for one for was two form. Nation sasem we mama. Ade no omoye ade no me New York.
Okay.
Omoya to the extent say omo gather for information. That information at the end of the day omo nkofo no ebekasa. Omo nkofo no ebekasa ama musika ato aba. Because how come say obe employ nipa just a day 300 to 600 Ghana cedis a day.
Which is not normal. It's not normal. And just they want people to be calling and they will tell them so for our phone number, Brad. Show us your address.
They want to gather people. They want to gather people's information, phone numbers, emails, and all create data new we are.
Yeah.
Come on phone number. NDC for no. Mu break this idea no. Yes, our registration now. Most of them, asema ye beka bia sa dwene na eda omutim say omunim say adia MPP be ye bia emfa dia kan ni say ekwa omubefa so ewi aba no enu ko na aka eni ntro eni ekwa omubefa so ewi aba no kakashim kuate senaka.
But I think you made a very you made a very good point. Yeah. Chiani Paka 300 Ghana cedis a day, working from home. It's all about, they know the youth will be calling. And when they call, I'm going to say, oh, okay, if I'm not free, or so your friend will say, go on this site and go and fill your particulars. I'm going to call them the phone number, baby out with GPS address. Into election time, they'll target these people. All these people call from Ashanti region, Nipa 15,000. This is their data. Make sure you reach them, send them money, let them go to the ballot and vote. We also free Greater Accra region. Now we know, we have their numbers. Work the lines. Try and send them some money. They have to vote for the MPP. So what they are going to do is say, catch them say, Akabe 1 week me akoto abana say afa wejuma. Into right now, what you have to do is say koto aba ema Bawumia otu wia be 7th January no yebe fremu nyina mama start ejuma obeje 300 Ghana a month omoboa 300 Ghana cedis a day omoboa. That is why. And Messiah, I wish you could send me that poster, because yesterday I showed that poster on TV. It is a Ministry of Employment and whatever no. That is the strategy. Omuphobia juma but a bait. Into the young people na munyina beka some more apply no. What they are going to do, then they say, I'm going to information 2 days to elections. I'm from I say, Juma. Right now, the ministry, ebe bro, some letter be say, sign letter, no, sign the bra. It is onya enkwara ana young people be 80,000 no munyina or the two mutimu say, Juma, because the owo asankriguano, onim say the same letter akomobi okumase. The only so Kumasi no, onim said the same letter akomobi or takrade. Into what they will do, they say, Omobe send the omunyina letter back be on the 2nd of December. No, I catch them say, Yafabo Juma. Because men kwa more tema, nega say Yafame Juma, Majibem say, Nipa 300 they apply, no men kwa ne farme. Into ye baby tuameka 300 Ghana cedis a day. But Ombe catch them say Juma ya Yafamui. What is going to happen is the Siano, ye baby tuaba, your name is in the system. We have already sent you a letter showing, say, after elections, you have to write back to us to start job. In the majority of Sankwarana, for information about 80,000 MPP, because they will assure them, say, Sawutuma NPP dia, unim say Juma is guaranteed. And Nkwarani Yinano will go and say, Yakotwama MPP, if we say, Yenim say, Yatwa Bani ya, Ejuma Yedin ka fire, they are lying, Omobwa. And Nuntina, more NDC for nyina more apply for that job. More NDC for nyina more apply. It almost started some more frefra. Then you will know. Say this is what these people wanted to do. It is at the end of the say it is the Ministry of Employment. And this guy is making a very good point. So what analyze that is the plan. And anytime they say the strategy be win elections, a strategy of lies. Samia Uku or the national lotteries and sika. Most of the girls on most social media, ekekan kwasi asem nyina na Samia Ukuna employer mo. He is using national lottery seeking already san kwasi asem no. Next week or next 2 weeks, I will do a whole scandal on Samia Uku. The amount of money he's stealing and where he's hiding them. The people he's conniving with at NLA to steal from us, or a terrible criminal. And people like Samia Ukumuno, we need to let people know who they are. Matis also a parliament. Now Okonya immunity wo. Samia Ukumuno will be exposed before elections. And I'll let Ghanaians know the kind of people these young people are. Samia Ukumu sika omewia abegu UK, abegu US. Ya catchwa. But I'll let the world know. It is sa advert where Ministry of Employment and what they call labor relations. A bait, elections. On some game, Maximat, ShopRite, Melcom, Jumia, Lightspeed. Sa idea we on better than Korani na Obia apply. Say nipa 100,000 apply, you will not know. What they are going to do is they are going to take their time and take their data. And normal group or more region by region, because all the information about they will tell us where your region is. Okay, so on the forms, oh, I'm in the Volta region. Oh, I am in the Central region. Oh, I'm in the Ashanti region. Oh, I'm in the Northern region. So they can basically be like, something. You need 40,000 Ashanti region. It is not even serious. You need 40,000 in Northern region. You need 40,000 in Eastern region. You need 60,000 Central region. Let us focus on these people. Into 2 or 3 days to elections, they will send all these people emails, text message, and tell them you have been done, you have passed the interview. Your job is secured. In 3 weeks' time, you will start working with Ghana. About 3 days. Sa akora ninya sa text message na obeto am MPP. Because onim say MPP automatically create adwuma ma no. Ye to aba ni wie ya ye fa na adwuma obeje 300 Ghana cedis a day. It's a lie. So every NDC person should apply for this job. NDC for more Ghana for you people should apply for this job because they need to also be part in there to know what is happening. Into your NDC Nibia, go and apply for this job. That is the only way you can diffuse that numbers now indirectly. Almost elections. Almost say we are going to win with strategy. This is some of the strategies. NDC communicators, NDC chairman, executives, your 10, more 10. Every single person should apply for this job. Every one of you. Document on baby Monje. Namosomo apply. Namogas yes, give them the information. Election day, they will send you. A day before election, they will send you so I pass it. That is when you will know. Almost start sending musika. So this is your transport. You people, we are NDC, we are young man, we are whoever is in IT or whatever, apply for this job because this job is what they want to do. In the NDC Nibia or Ghana, apply for this job. Sa ejuma we take what is there. Go to their Facebook page, Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Sami Jemfi, NDC communicators, give this out to 10 40. Give this out to any young NDC Nibia on NDC platforms. Share this poster. Let everybody apply for this job because they are going to use this alone to get about 100 to 200,000 young people. They will deceive them right after elections. Almost close down that portal. They will close it down because they can say it never existed. They can say it was fake. They can say in fact they did not receive any application. Into we are Ghanaian, we are young Ghanaian, any single Ghanaian or better John Mahama about power no, go and apply for this job. Are you listening? More groups, more NDC groups, more NDC. Give it to the person. Go on Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations website and now come Facebook page and apply for this job. Munyina munkogum. Election day, I'm from Kachira say, oh, to Aba, now to Aba ni we are. Ebeden ye ba betua almost so betua anko foka 6,600 cedis a day na Ghana president a day upon Chine saying I'm saying you work from your home. They don't know whether you have internet or you don't have internet. I'll say you work from home. Internet is not be ejuma. Baby out here crash it all. Then on your internet you work from home. Do you know what entails? Say will be ejuma from home. You need effective internet. You have to make sure your internet is perfect. Do you have internet to work from home? They are lying. Into NDC Fonina should go on this. Nana Dankwe Kufuor is not paid 300 to 600 Ghana a day. Nobody in Ghana can be paid $1 or $2 a day. This is a scam, an election strategy. Into I'm telling Ghana for young people, I'm open to MPP for we. Everybody should go on this website and apply for this job because election day. Ome sendi mu nyina sika ome ka che mu nyasa mo nkotoma Bawumia eho na ome ka che mo se nkwasiafo afa ne nkotoma Bawumia na yeto abawia no bema madwuma. I say this is their plan, so everyone should apply. Mr. S, Mr. P, go put it up on the page and let Ghanaians know the story behind it. Nama Ghana for especially young Ghanaians on person omu tutia MPP omu nyina apply for this job. Because that is the strategy of the NPP. My name is Kevin Taylor. This has been a fruitful conversation. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm very sure tomorrow you are going to have Anna Sami Jemfi is going to have NDC 360. I am very, very sure. Into Ochilano, NDC 360 will come on. When we get notification from the NDC, say NDC 360 Mbaswa, we might give notification, say maybe I'll be on radio or on TV. For now, I would say I'm not going to be on TV tomorrow. It will depend whether the NDC will come up with NDC 360. But remember, Ochina NDC 4 will have a press conference. Let me put it out. I'm sorry, I forgot to make this announcement. NDC 4 Ochina, they are going to have a very solid press conference, and the press conference is going to be about something very important. And it's going to be carried live on Loud Silence TV. It will be live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. It will be live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook, it will be on Loud Silence TV, on Air Loud Silence TV. It will be on all our platforms. Exactly 2 p.m. Ghana time. Or America at 10 a.m. Ghana time. You can go on our page. You can also watch it on TV if you're in Ghana. You can also watch it on YouTube wherever you are in the world. You can also listen to the press conference live on Loud Silence Radio on our application, our apps. Or your Android user, go to the Google Play Store. You can download Loud Silence Radio. Or use iPhone, so go to the App Store. You can download Loud Silence Radio. Ochina Sami Jemfi and his communication, led by the chairman of the NDC, they will be having a press conference. Ochina Ghana time 2 p.m. Then you know NDC headquarters. Don't miss this. You can watch everything on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu-Taylor. I have been your host. My producers are called the Ghost Team. It's been a pleasure having you for 3 hours and I think 38 minutes. This is With All Due Respect. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. My name is Kevin Taylor. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. God bless every single Ghanaian. Cheers and good night.
Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. Take glory, Father. Take glory, Son. Take glory, Holy Ghost. Now and evermore. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, early in the morning, I will rise and praise the Lord. In the morning, Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on the throne. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. The Holy Spirit sit on. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. Hey, ama, so, in our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. Many tiny flowers in sweet beauty grow. In our dear Lord's garden, planted near below, many tiny flowers. Hey, many tiny many tiny flowers. Ashina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, our pite, wampia, 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 wampia. Ashina yama, and I'm not abuso. Ashina yama, and I'm not abuso. Pite, our pite, wampia, pite, our pite, wampia, wampia, wampia. Apaguaza, agu ua 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 ai au ai au